All right. Welcome back to Nat One Nights, episode 9. No fucking hurrahs or yays or anything.
Woo! I
don't know, man. Dead already. Well, yeah. Be sure to check out all of our other links. We got it in the description, everything like that. All of our VODs we got up on YouTube, which I still haven't uploaded last episode yet. Would fuck them.
Fuck them.
Hopefully we won't have any problems this episode. But, yeah, go check out the links, everything on Patreon. We also have all of our VODs on there. A lot of behind-the-scenes content. And, yeah, I want to jump straight into it. So, picking up where we left off, last episode, our adventuring party was leaving New Eats Cross after encountering a death knight and Chad dying and being revived. The party hopped on their horses and decided to make their way towards Gemdrill. Gemdrill. But I literally made it and I don't know how to pronounce it. But they're on their way, and it was pretty smooth sailing, other than encountering somewhat of a bog. And in that time, the party encountered a weird creature, a weird hooded creature in the woods, riding on top of an almost maroon snail with bones as its shell. But with his newfound power, Benedict summons a column of fire, destroying some of the canopy above and the undergrowth below, but just roasting these two figures to pieces. But the Bodak jumped the creature atop this snail, jumping off to the side out of the column and using its glare time after time and dealing damage to everybody. I believe 2 of you guys went down.
That shit hurt. No.
Yeah,
I think it was you.
Couldn't have been me. Who would have fucking thought?
Our paladin, our paladin, Caladan, our paladin, figuring out that he can heal, helped him out a little bit.
I'm gonna go through all the fucking mods and look at how many times I've had to lay hands before.
He's gonna add it all up. Damn, I've only healed like 20 hit points this whole campaign.
Shit, it was like twice.
Yeah. But after dealing with them and having a knight and Caladan and Chad having a discussion about faith and their choices of the night prior, and Ace and Benedict talking over a little bit of how magic works, how your arcane abilities can grow, and Ace trying to learn from Benedict a little bit, almost got on the start of a magical journey. Which all of you guys have inspiration, remember that.
A very suspicious magical journey. You'll find out.
But
you'll see.
They woke up in the morning, made their way out of the swamp and out of the woods entirely, with Gemdrill seemingly in sight, immediately encountering a dragon-like figure above them, looming over. And on a quick chase, spells were cast and different weapons were shot and thrown at this dragon as it loomed down, and an intense chase pursued right before you guys got to Gemdrill, where a horse's entire leg got chopped off by this dragonel, and then a fight ensued, which quickly being dispatched, and Ace with a natural 20 throwing a card killed the dragonel, where then you guys mutilated the body, took a bunch of body parts off of it, cut open its stomach,
next to the dragon.
Decided to be doctors for today, I guess.
Yeah, like why? Okay, hold the fuck on. So like why? What was the whole?
Well, I took the head because I thought it would be like to say.
Okay,
like,
sure, but why we just? What was the point of fucking?
I don't know the rest of. I don't know.
I see something with scales, and I just want to gut
like a bunch of people, and it had their loot in its stomach. You know,
it's like when you have a screwdriver, you see a cardboard box, and you just want to sit there and stab it.
That's what dragons look like.
You like dragons, bro?
And after taking all that, they kind of propped up underneath these sheds in this open plains, and everybody asking where is Gemdril, like it should be here. Benedict just said, trust me, follow. And they came across the crack in the ground, the ravine that led down into darkness. And after twisting their way down through rope bridges and different tunnels, they arrived in the city of Gemdril, where the massive chasm-like space with a kaleidoscopic brilliance of different colored lights and an entire city sprawled amongst these massive pillars in this underground city that seems to come alive in the darkness. They made their way. You went to the market first.
We were trying to go to the Benedict's house, and then you're like, "Are you sure you want to carry that across the bridge?"
Yeah. So you went to the market, where then you sold the Dragonel head, and I believe a few other things.
What did you sell that for again?
I don't know, like 100 gold or something.
Picking up a different couple of items out of the market and checking out some of the shops, you made your way to Benedict's home on the canopy ward across the ceiling of the chasm, where you encountered his neighbor Barbadoc, who was less than kind to Benedict, and you encountered Tivip and Flovius, the tiny myconid mushroom-like figures. They look like that. And encountering their telekinesis move things, telepathic abilities, and you guys had a discussion through your minds.
After we watched Benedict just talk to nothing.
Yeah, at some point I think we were standing there and Nona just like, what are we doing?
Where is Tivip right now? Is he like on your shoulder?
Oh my, yeah.
And then you have Flovius. No, Flovius.
No, he left.
And after that, they made their way back because they were going to head towards the Quarter Strait, the more of uptown part of the city. But as you rounded over to the terrace ward or the terrace quarter above the terrace quarter above the wharf quarter, the more industrial part of town, you saw a wagon with a cart behind as it started to rattle right in the middle of the heart of the city, and tipping over to its side and the cage bursting open. You saw this massive blue lizard-like creature sprawl its way out and twist into the street before eating its captor whole and just swallowing him. The citizens dispersing and screaming, running out in a frantic heck. That is where we come to now. Which I believe we already rolled initiative, right?
No, I think we need to do it again.
No, we're good.
I don't think we did. I'm at the bottom.
We are...
Pull up the VOD.
Right in between.
Oh, wait, we can't.
Why? What?
Pull up the VOD. Oh, wait, we can't.
Yeah. Well, I can.
I can. I
else
download it.
But, yeah, so we got the Beast up first, and then we have Chad, and then we have Orc, and then we have Caladan, Benedict, and Ace.
Why did you say, like, Orc?
But you can see here, I'll pull up the combat can.
There's a couple of
How do you pronounce that? Is that beer?
Bahir.
Bahir.
Before we hop into combat, can I cast Mage Armor on myself?
Yeah, go ahead. No, you can't.
We already
By the way, you want to do this?
What do you?
Get fucked.
We already rolled initiative.
But here is the Bahir, obviously, and the wagon's kind of right here. Like, just there's the horses. You kind of pretend, you know. And then the driver hopped off. He's right there.
So that's the Orc? Or
no, the Orc is this guy, actually.
Okay.
And then you got a couple of citizens around, and then you guys are right here. So if you want to place yourselves, you were coming this way from the market. Right.
Well, Josh probably would have been in front, unfortunately, for him.
Which, by the way, you guys can go like in these houses.
What's the name
But
of
we
this
wouldn't
thing?
have been in there.
Bahir.
Bahir. It's written up here on the. You see it?
I'm assuming we'd all be just like kind of behind
My
you,
thing's coming
unfortunately
apart.
for you.
As soon as we see that car tip over.
Fuck your AC buffs and enables.
You got Ace or Caladan? You want to move your people at all?
No, I don't, but thanks for asking.
All right, yeah. And then we come to the Behir's turn. You can see all these citizens as they start dispersing and screaming. Ah! You can see a woman almost grabbing her child off of the ground, almost stumbling as they run away, and this figure just comes out of this cage, and all of its... How much legs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 legs. It just clambers about before eating this captor.
I see 13 legs.
As it frantically looks around. It's going to look over here at the figures over here as he sees a light almost of a...
Yeah, we do.
For sure.
A light almost of the mage armor going over Benedict. It's going to clamber its way over there.
You can turn that light on too, can you? Or is that too bright?
We'll see what it looks like. I guess. It's like a brighter.
Yeah, I think that's better.
I personally don't like the light on. Maybe a little dimmer.
Yeah, it's like right there or something.
Just because it's bright, unlike my cam. But it scutters its way over. You can see it drop its head and twist over, running towards you guys. And it is going to bite at Benedict.
Stomachs.
I'm getting angry everywhere.
Natural one, probably not.
Hits the bard instead.
That's not a funny joke.
21 to hit.
No.
Oh, just.
Yeah. Do some rolls here.
You said that.
That is
27.
23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Were you not healed?
No, I'm healed.
Oh.
And 21 points of slashing damage.
So are you just dead?
How much was the first one?
23.
23. So 44.
So if you want to kill this thing, it's like
That's exactly all my
Oh, way
armor.
to change the mood shade. Jesus. What did you do?
You got counter spell, Jones?
No, it's too late.
I start
Oh, it's not even a spell.
Yeah, so this attack, it bites at him. You see this massive mouth goes to bite as he ducks out of the way. You can see almost its front half of its body comes and wraps like around him, and its front like 4 arms go to grab him as it almost has him caught.
Did anyone notice how Shade was like, you guys should cast your abilities before combat, and then he just punched the fuck out of Joshua?
And he was the only one that did it.
And you are grappled.
Okay. I'm at 0.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you see Benedict in the front right after he casts his mage armor and gets picked up, go unconscious in its arms. As he's just caught in its arms. And grappled is, the creature's speed is 0, which you're unconscious anyways. But if it ends, if the condition ends, or it does... Wait, what? Oh, the grappler is incapacitated, so the here. And then it also ends if, in effect, removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler or grappling effect. Such as when you're hurled away by a Thunderwave spell. But that's going to be its turn as we come to Chad.
Good luck, boys.
Alright.
It's alright, Dave. He's got this.
Yeah, don't tell us we have to end early again. This is what happens.
And do we know what this thing is? Like, what it's... Like, has anybody identified what this thing could be as of, like, undead or just a creature?
It doesn't look undead to you. You can just
a
tell
mutated animal?
it's just a beast that could probably commonly be found underground.
Just like looking at the house.
Okay.
Alright,
So,
he's gonna go for, and I'm like, just.
So does he get opportunity of attack since he's holding?
Oh, wait. Never mind, I can't do it.
1 second.
I need to remember my auras. he should have done a. As soon as he got within my aura,
I believe so, but
he should have did a
you
wisdom
are
saving throw.
10 feet away right now.
And every
So I
turn
can
he
just walk
takes, he
away.
takes 1d4 psychic. damage.
Unless its range is over 5 feet.
Does he get opportunity to attack if he's holding somebody?
I guess you wouldn't. Well,
Did you have the performance?
it's kind of weird with different things how they're grappled, but this
Did
one
he just attack?
it does.
Okay.
You didn't have to save him for
With one of
anything?
its other
No, he
15
missed.
legs.
So, I'm gonna cast Bane on him.
All right, that's a save.
It is.
We got
Be a
this.
charisma.
Charisma.
This thing's
14.
Are you kidding me?
Does that just make it?
That's literally my
Yeah.
sick.
As you go with your newfound flute and try to cast Bane on this creature,
I think it gives you.
it's just massive form almost seems to shake it off. You can't find anything to grab onto with your spell.
And then I can still use cantrips.
Yep. You can use the cantrip as a bonus action since you cast Bane as your action.
And movement's separate. Right.
Correct.
Okay. Let me see this. Alright, yeah, so I'm just gonna
Loot his body.
get the fuck out of there. And I'm gonna
What inspiration?
go right there.
Sure.
That should be within.
You see Chad retreat. As the initiative count, Kaladin, you're up next, but you see.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, are you? Okay. All right,
I still have a bonus action. I'm gonna give. Can I give Bardic Inspiration twice, or is it only
Once,
like
once
to a
per round,
once? Only one per round?
and I believe they don't stack.
No, could I give them to like 2 people in one round, or does it have to be separate?
Separate.
Okay, unless I use like an action to, or just I don't know, just only one.
No, I think it's only once per round
Okay,
or turn.
so then I'm gonna give Kaladin Bardic Inspiration.
What does that do again?
Plus
D8.
plus
can-
1d8 to hit.
You can put it on 2 hits or an ability check or a saving throw.
How does that work when we already have inspiration?
This is separate from
This is. Can you use both at the same time?
Inspiration
Yep.
is just for
Yep.
advantage, right?
Yeah. The regular inspiration is just you get advantage on the roll. This is an additional 1d8.
Okay.
No.
Which, about that as well, there is kind of ways that you can get around that. You could, like, save. You can use your action, use the ready action, and prepare your Bardic Inspiration, and then wait for a trigger. So, like I say, at the start of Ace's turn, then you could trigger the Bardic Inspiration on his turn as well, and then it comes to, like, you, and then you can, you know.
Okay.
So it's like little weird way about that.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah. Now that's it.
All right, Kaladin, you're on deck, but you guys see as a tall half-orc, sporting only a gray mossy hood and patchy leather leggings, and you can see a black goatee with hints of white that hang down into a 1-foot-long braided beard of sorts. And you can see a chain that's wrapped around his torso and over his shoulder, which is connected to a heavy moss-covered tome. As you can see him run as he gets about over here. He looks kind of skinny, kind of muscular in between, but you can see him mutter some words and reach out, and you see Benedict is ripped from the grasp of the Behir as Benedict's little body flies through the air towards this figure as he, I got you. And he goes and sets him on the ground and starts almost trying to help him. Yeah, I'm seeing me right over there. But that's going to be his turn, and then we come to Kaladin.
So good guy? Good guy?
Seemingly. I think that goes.
Good guy or what?
You just heard him say, I got you, and it kind of caught him and set him on the ground.
He's gonna do bad things to him. Go save him. Go smite that apple.
And this beast still facing forward towards you guys.
Have you ever had a business before?
It's massive rows
Man
of
over there
teeth
just
and
full
bad
racism.
breath. Just-
I'm on deck.
Benedict, your turn. You'll make a death save, and then we come to Ace.
You need my amulet.
What are we doing?
I'm going to use aid. Because he's within 30 feet of me, even if he got pulled from that far.
5,
5,
10,
10,
15, 20,
20,
25.
yeah.
Just makes it.
Yeah, so each target hit points maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration. So it would heal you 5 and then give you 5 temporary.
What spell is that?
Aid.
Yeah.
Range of 30 feet, duration 8 hours. 8 hours.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah, so you're up. You can see as Caladan casts a spell across the room, you stand up. And the first thing you see when you wake up is this figure kind of standing over you, helping you. Oh, and then he kind of helps you stand up.
Oh, what a guy.
I'll
As he swats you.
give him a
Do you want
pat
to
on
move
the.
it all?
So can I still have a bonus action if it's an abjuration,
If it's a cantrip.
but not an abjuration?
That's just
Or
a
how would I
school of
tell?
spell, that doesn't matter. Which I believe you don't have any
If it's a seed, is it a
That's concentration.
concentration.
okay?
It'll say like level 0 dash cantrip, which you don't have any
Okay.
as a paladin, so. But you still got movement.
Yeah, I suppose I'll move 10, but I'll move back one kind of closer.
Yep.
Well, how big is that? Like, that's small, right? This sign here on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just stand right there. Or actually, is that
That's me.
over there?
Which, if you move in range of the Behir and then move out, he has attack of opportunity, but you can move, like,
You
not
could
in
just
range.
move into range. I'm not
I'll get up close to
metagaming.
him. And,
Right there.
So we got our damaged hitter.
Benedict, you're up.
Well, as he's helping me up, I'll give him like a.
Little sick.
Kiss on the lip.
Yeah.
fucking tongue is.
Well, shoulder pat, say thank you, and then just immediately look over and see Caladan running in.
Tibbet's just freaking the fuck out on your shoulder.
I'm
True. I forgot.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say too with Tivip, the way that'll work, like in combat, for example, or anything. On your turn, you can just use his stuff if you want. You don't
Okay.
have to.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure all the damage he can do is like one
It's,
bludgeoning. You know.
yeah. Which some of that shit might come into play later in like certain scenarios, but yeah.
We'll get on the horse and ride away.
As you turn around, and start looking.
Misty step.
Don't you want to heal up, friend?
I'm just gonna look back and say there's no time for that, and then cast slow on the lizard boy.
All right. What kind of save is it?
It is wisdom.
Wisdom. That is 16.
Damn. He's smart.
Yeah, the spell doesn't affect the creature.
I just realized he's very charismatic for a lizard.
You don't know what the roll was.
It's true. It was a 14.
Could have been -4.
Shit, dude.
It's true. Oh god.
Could have been plus 15.
No,
No.
because then it would have been a 1.
No, because then it wouldn't have been a 14.
Oh, I thought I said 16.
You
No,
said
you-
16.
No,
You said 16.
Yeah, I said 16.
You said 14.
No, 6.
'cause it was-
His is 15.
No, I was talking about for my
Oh. that's
Oh.
15, yeah.
the charismatic lizard.
Small engine.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna-
his was wisdom.
I'm
Very
gonna
small.
reach into my bag and pull out this
Yeah,
foggy
Toro.
pearl and
Not
just
nice.
rub it and kind of absorb its magic and throw it back in my bag.
Yeah.
It's
What did you
gonna
just
be
rub?
my magic pearl.
just reaches in.
Really thanking that guy, huh?
And that will...
Jesus.
Stay behind this
Not
guy.
all half orcs are bad.
I'll just stay behind you to feel a little
So
bit
far.
safer.
Sounds good to me.
That's my turn.
And then we come to
Oh,
Ace.
gosh. Yeah, you have 5
How
temporary
does-
increased HP too.
Can I add poison to my cards as a bonus action? Or can I apply poison?
I'd say
and
that's
throw?
an action.
That's an action.
Because you gotta like pull out the vial, uncork it, kind of pour it over.
I could only throw a second card if my first action was throwing a card.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to.
Or if you want, I'd say you could bonus action this turn, like get it out and ready, and then throw a card as an action. So that you could just do that as a bonus action, and then next turn you could put it on something as a bonus action.
And then still get an attack. Okay, so I will ready my action. So ready it
You know, kind of
as a bonus
split it up.
action this turn.
Yeah.
And I'm going to whip one card at him.
And you're talking about that vial that you got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to whip one card at this mofo though.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Because if I hit, I believe someone's within 5 feet of them.
You just doing a normal?
I'm just doing a normal card. $15.
15 does not hit. Oh boy.
An inspiration I'd have to say I'm using before I know if it hits or not. See, he just didn't give me time.
Oh my god.
Okay, I am going to my ready in action of that, but I am going to go into the house.
Alright.
I don't know how to go into the house. Can I take
There's
it
a
up?
door here, window there.
Take
Can
the
you
roof
open
off.
shit?
Doors on the other side.
Pick up
The corners are good, so you can.
Oh, like this?
Oh
Um,
damn.
Yeah, you'd have to clamber through that window
Can I
there.
tumble through the window
Yeah.
and go right there?
Yep.
Okay,
You can just leave that off if you want.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, you guys see Ace as he pulls out a card and goes to throw it at it, but it just bounces off of the beast. You see Ace sprint and just dive through the window into the darkness.
See ya! Pretty much, yeah.
And then we come to the top of the round. So, at each top of the round, since we're in the middle of the city, and you can see citizens dispersing and running everywhere, there's going to be stuff that happens at the top of the round that'll either affect the citizens or the place around. So at this point, we will do a roll. Yeah. You see as this figure, and it's jostling about in this middle of this fight while all this is happening, because this one round takes like 4 to 6 seconds, you know? In this whole time, you can see its body kind of jostled and hit things on the way. And you can see torches almost next to tents and things around. And most of the citizens are over here, but you can see as a couple of the flames topple over and starts ablaze. So this section over here starts to almost erupt in flame. As you see a couple of the citizens kind of sprint out of the flames this way. So I'd say like, just, seem to be trying to get out of dodge.
Dude, when you said that you see some flames, and I'm like, there goes Ace.
And
I got
say-
fire resistance, okay?
Yeah,
As
it's
you,
just half.
in the over here, kind of almost towards this orc figure in Benedict, there's a dog that seems to be in almost like this tent-ish area that's ablaze, and a woman across the street that goes, "Oh, Barky, no, Barky!" as he's under and in like kind of the flames. So at the top of each of these rounds, when it gets to your guys' turns, you can spend your action to help the citizens however you want. If you want to like save somebody, help people out, do whatever you want, and then you will get a d6, almost like a bardic inspiration, that you can add to your rolls. If you do that as an action. But it's up to you. And then we come to the Behir. As Caladan sprints up right in its face, you can see as it's down on the ground, its long tongue hisses out and reels back in,
Caladan on the cheek.
goes to bite at you. Does a 28 hit?
Do the math.
Yeah, but do you have to, if I have like an aura of conquest, so anything within 10 feet of me has to do a wisdom save throw? and if they lose, they get 0 speed, and you take 1d4 psychic damage. Do you roll that at the beginning of your turn?
That effect only like triggers if something's afraid of you, or it has the frightened thing, which I believe you have a feat or a feature or something like that, which you can like it's like conquering presence or something like that, and then you make them frightened of you.
Okay.
Because I was watching the VOD where you said like that happened. I can't remember what fight it was. But yeah, we just went with that, and then I looked into the rules, and I was like, "This fucking kid's lying." That's not how that works.
I have no fucking clue how it works.
But that works like that if the target or whoever is frightened of you.
Sure.
So you have to like give them like a frightened, whether it's a spell or whatever like that.
It makes sense. Right.
But as you feel this chomp down over your body, that is 18 bludgeoning damage. And
dice.
12 slashing damage. And then you can see it almost reels up again, like it's almost trying to go grapple you. And another 28.
Yeah.
That's the wrong die. As you take
Why is this thing harder than a dragon?
9 points of bludgeoning damage. And 14 points of slashing damage.
Alright, so I'm down.
You're down. Caladan goes down as you see it bite.
He hit me for max.
Goes to bite down on Caladan.
Fucking tank you are.
And as it bites down, you can hear his armor almost do a little bit of a crimp before it picks him up and goes to grab him. His claws just dig in. You can see Caladan go limp. And you are grappled. That's going to be its turn as we come to Chad.
That ruined my plan.
And the orc is on deck.
Ruined your plan.
Can you do something?
I tried.
Have we hit this guy once?
No. He resists everything.
Alright. So, can I
Well,
cast
there we go.
Fairy Fire at a higher level?
What is it, first level?
Yeah.
If you have higher spell slots, yeah.
But it says it doesn't say anything about casting at a higher level, so I just
It might not on the card, but it might in the player's handbook.
I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you can look it up.
Well, I guess either way I'm going to cast it, but...
Okay, did you want to do anything for your bonus action? You can do that before.
Yeah.
Bardic Inspiration or...
Yeah, I'm going to give, why can't I think of his name? Benedict some Bardic Inspiration. Because,
Do you have to be in sight? Yeah, you can see him. You can see him.
yeah.
Is there a range on it?
60 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
What does Bardic Inspiration do
Plus
exactly?
D8 to a roll. Not for
Like-
damage or anything like that, just like either to hit or like a save or whatever.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything at a higher level.
Okay,
Just
so
cast it
either
at
way I
level
just
1.
cast it at.
Yeah.
I'll do it at level 2.
Fairy Fire, and that's a
Isn't it first
charisma
level?
save.
Yeah, well, there would all be charisma saves.
That is a 9.
Sweet, he's in.
So we get advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah,
Just
we get an
outline.
advantage on attack rolls. And then he is glowing in a light blue aura.
Yeah. You can see this almost prismatic effect happen through the air before the entire creature becomes lit in like a light blue aura around its silhouette. As its many legs just clambering across the ground.
And he also, if he has the ability, can't go
Plus
invisible.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Just so you know.
Gotcha.
And
And then
it-
everybody gets advantage and they attack him.
Yep. So it's advantage on attack rolls, and this lasts for.
That's huge.
I think
Is that concentration?
It is a concentration.
Yeah. And then that's all your stuff. Do you want to move at all?
But I'm trying. It doesn't say. Oh, up to a minute.
How am I supposed to get sneak attack damage?
What?
How am I supposed to get sneak attack damage?
So that's it.
Yeah. So I gave Josh Bardic Inspiration. I don't think there's really anything I can do. other than movement. Yeah, but it's not really a good place to move, so I'm just gonna be shivering in my timbers.
59.
You're just sneaking me
I could
boots.
live there.
Yeah, that comes to the orc. As you can see, this orc standing in front of Benedict. There goes another one. And he is going to cast the same spell. And you see him just pull Caladan, his massive body goes ripped out of the grass with his behears. Just hisses and... Yeah. You see Caladan fly through the air as he goes to almost try and catch Caladan. He's a little heavier than you. And he goes to set him down and tries to go and help you there. And then that's going to be the end of his turn as we come to Caladan. So I'm going to need you to make a death save.
Don't mess up.
I have a bonus to saves.
Can you use Bardic Inspiration?
I don't know if that works while you're incapacitated.
19.
Yeah, that counts as a success, so you can fill in the bubble in the death save as a
With
success. This is different than any other check, so you don't get any bonuses or anything like that. So just fill in the bubble for a success. A natural 20 is you're up with 1 HP, and a natural 1 counts as 2 fails.
Nice.
I don't really remember exactly what all of that
I'm
does.
just
but-
making sure it's in your head, so you're not like, what the fuck? You'll see.
Yeah.
Is these the little pearls you touched?
That is Caladan's turn, and we come to Benedict. Ace, you're on deck.
Remember, you got advantage and inspiration.
Okay.
Damn, that's huge.
Dang.
Somebody help Barky, please!
Dude, I'm just fucking done.
Can you cast Misty Step on something else?
No.
Okay. I don't know.
Where's the dog?
Right on the other side of the house. You puppy channel probably can't run there.
Doge.
Was it?
If they can talk twice in one round.
Is that 30 feet away from me?
I'll let him shake
He's like right there, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 45, 30, 35, 40, 45 feet away.
The fucking dog dies.
We get advantage.
Alright.
Bane? Well, he doesn't have Bane. Or do you have it?
What did you use?
I used
But you
Fairy
have
Fire,
the
so we
Bardic
get advantage to
Inspiration.
hit. Bane did not work.
And you guys have the inspiration.
And I can't use them both.
Sure. Yeah.
You can see this figure as it's holding Caladan, and it gets ripped from its arms, goes back down to the ground.
I got 59.
Shit fucked you up. I'm next. And if I go down, that's bad, because that means Fairy Fire's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna cast.
Yeah, and you can see the silhouette of this glowing because he casted Fairy Fire,
What
so
color?
you guys get advantage.
Light blue.
to
I'm
try
gonna
and-
cast Shield on Caladan and expend a use of Protective Verses to give him 2d10 temporary hit points.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So this entire fight, we're just going to be picking up our teammates. Never actually attacking them.
So shield does the 2d10?
no, the Protective Verses does the 2d10. Shield gives him.
So shield's the spell.
Shield is the abjuration spell.
Yeah,
You're up with 80.
it's better than 0.
So is that the temporary HP? Or is that a heal?
Yeah, temporary hit points.
So how does that work?
So,
how does that
yeah.
I'd have to look into it, but for now we'll say you're up. That temp HP.
So it should be like 1
Like
HP.
it'll be with you for this whole fight.
And then at the end of the fight, he just falls back down.
So I believe I have to look into that, but we'll say you gain 1 HP of like real health, and then you also have the temp HP.
So 9 total.
I'll use a bonus action and pop him a greater HP buff.
Okay, so you gotta do that too, right?
A bonus action for the potions. Bonus action to do it yourself, but if you want to like
to give to somebody
to-
else.
but you
Yeah.
can hand it to him.
Yeah, I'll throw you the potion. You can roll for it.
Okay, so I'll have
Next
1
turn,
HP and then plus
8.
what temporary? 8?
And then you got a 4d4 plus 4 greater healing that you can use on your turn.
Or
That
you gave him a
being
greater,
said,
right?
yeah.
It's 4d4 plus
4d4 plus 4?
Damn.
With that being said,
Nice.
is the beast looking at you?
Yeah, it's still
I
facing
hope
that
not.
way.
How is this like laid out? Is this like a cliff that goes up or something?
So yeah, this is kind of a cliff that comes and it curves up, same with this over here, and then this is a tunnel that's about 10 feet high that goes into the...
And then
That
what's
was
above the tunnel? Like,
Original entrance we came in, right?
how high is the ceiling above this thing?
Probably like this. So from here to there, I don't know.
Let's say like double the
50?
height of that house.
Yeah, it kind of curves up as the chasm gets bigger.
So this is 25, 50. Imagine like right there.
And there's like stalactites and everything coming down.
Okay, I'm going to run up to this wall and start climbing up it. To about 30 feet. I have climbing speed matched.
Yeah.
How's
he doing that? I'll sit, 30,
Is that the cloak?
20 feet up on the wall, just kind of looking back.
And because of the cloak, your hands are free, so you're like...
Yeah. So we're just looking back, and that's my turn.
Yeah, you guys see Benedict as he just starts clambering up the... literally running up the wall.
I like how he never tried it. He's just like, fuck it.
Oh, what's this say on the tag? Better time than now.
Anything else you're doing?
Nope. I am expended.
Yeah, we come to Ace.
As my bonus,
Why do I feel
because
like
it's
you're gonna
semi-ready,
fall
I can
and
put the
fall?
poison. Do I choose how many cards, or do I... You know what I mean? How do you want to do that?
It's up to you. The poison will kind of wear off. So it might be smarter, unless you're going to use a lot of cards, you know? Just put it on one, throw it,
But I'd have to use my bonus.
It's up to you if you want to say, like, I want to poison 3 of my cards.
And then it would probably be good for 3 rounds, right? Because 3 rounds are 12 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be good. Well, the poison would last for about a day.
But I'm going to poison 3 cards.
Sure.
And I'm going to throw one of them at the slimy fuck.
Roll to hit.
He has disadvantage, right?
No,
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
Yeah.
Because of the fairy fire.
Oh my god. Was that a 1?
Okay. How does inspiration work?
Well, you already rolled with advantage, so you can't get, like, double advantage.
So I just can't hit, apparently.
God damn. What was it?
1 and an 8.
13.
No. Throw a card out the window after you poison it, kind of douse it in this acid, you throw it
Some
out the
random
window.
citizen.
And its massive body is just like lurching around, you just miss it.
feels like?
Yeah.
What's the point of life?
So that's your bonus action
Just
and
to
your
keep
action.
on keeping on, throwing cards.
I have movement left. That's
Yep.
it, right?
And you're in a house. Just go to the second story.
Would you say I can throw cards through that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the second story.
Go ahead.
These stairs won't mess with me.
Yeah, you're out on the balcony there, and you can see, as you look out and down, you can see this figure almost down on the road, on the street.
And yeah, that's gonna be the end of my pitiful turn.
Yeah, we come back to the top of the round as we roll again.
The lizard.
Good for you
Well,
guys.
before I do anything that turn, I said to myself, if it was a cat, I'd save it.
Well, you probably wouldn't even see that. But at the top of the round, you can see as this figure and this figure kind of step out like that as they pull out their bows and go to shoot at this massive.
They got
Hope
advantage.
someone gets in the mail there.
Just gotta make sure that you know.
Oh, they do have advantage.
Yeah, anybody.
Some shite rolls.
How's that?
You can see as they
What
both
was
take
I
out their
saying?
longbows and start shooting at it,
Fuck, 'cause
the
I-
arrows
that's
go
very
straight
funny.
towards this beast and just kind of
Going
bounce
back
off of the body.
dice.
Not doing any
Dice
damage.
I use.
Very convenient that you roll bad when you're attacking yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh?
I was thinking
But
the
we
same.
come the Behir. As you, it's kind of looking around and gets a shot from behind. It lurches around. You see its body almost twists.
Sick.
And it looks down here towards the road, towards these citizens, a dog, and all this happening over here as he's getting shot by him.
It's
You see
Sparky.
and sparks in its mouth, and a bolt of lightning shoots out from its mouth.
Oh.
Oh.
It couldn't have been fire damage.
20 feet long, 5 feet wide.
5 feet wide.
Oh, I can't get
We're
a
talking
lot.
like.
Yeah, it's gonna do it kind of this way, so it gets these two.
Well, that's convenient.
Going for a collat.
Let's see the damage.
This guy got a natural 20 on the save.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, do they get bonus to +3 to saving throws because they're in my? Is this person within 10 feet of me?
No.
Well,
Oh,
never mind.
You know 10 feet
Your
of
friendly orc is, though.
friendly. Contradiction.
Oh no, I see
Yeah.
a red name. He's an enemy.
And this first lady, you can see as this bolt of lightning, and then in this flash, the entire cavern, you can see it bounce off of reflections all the way across this mile-long chasm as this flash shoots out, and this white lightning just goes straight through these figures, and this person's entire body and all of their clothing erupts in flame immediately before you see almost all of their flesh gets ripped off of their body, and it's mostly skeleton as they get flown 10 feet back, and this person, same thing, just bounces off of the corner as they both take 50 points of damage.
Did
Even
you
they
when she
are-
rolled a 20?
Dead.
Even though you rolled a 20?
Oh, well, technically she took 25. This one did.
Oh, it's half unsafe.
Yep.
Still dead.
Still dead.
Weak ass peasant.
But that is going to be, as it does that too, it kind of clambers backwards. You can see it reaching, leering as its body almost twists.
It's trying to fucking twerk on me.
Then we come to Chad.
It's time to seduce.
This deafening noise of this thunderous smite just rattles your ears. Some of the stone above almost seems to crumble down. And we got the orc on deck. Caroline, you're in the hole.
I'm gonna do a level 4 spell of Healing Word on Kaladin.
Okay. Is
So-
that touch?
Nope. C.
Range?
60 feet.
Yeah, you
Oh yeah.
So it's 1d4. No, it's 4d4.
What level are you casting it at?
4.
Fourth level spell? So there you go. And you rolled the heal.
Yeah, so it's 4d4 plus spellcasting modifier. So that'd be charisma, right?
Spellcasting modifiers on your spell sheet.
Near the top right.
4d4 plus 6.
Jesus.
So 4, 7,
Yeah, I killed the guy last time.
8, 9.
You think
So you
I
got
wanted to
15.
be in melee with that fucker?
Nice.
Yeah, explain how that looks.
If I were to attack in melee, I'd have a -3.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm a little rough.
Oh yeah, Benedict, you want to explain how your protective versus thing looks as you...
Oh, I'd love to.
This shouldn't have been that funny.
So it's the protective versus is my main spell book now. But as I got you up with, well, actually no, that is what got you up. So I held that out and flipped through the pages until I got to the writing of the spell that I knew that allowed temporary healing, and read that out as I looked at Kaladin. And got him up. And then after he got up, I muttered some words to give him shield, and he has a light blue glowing aura until...
Hey,
This
same as
turn.
the creature.
Never mind, it's gone now.
Alright.
You're one with the
Chatty McChatterson. thing works pretty nifty, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of want it higher though, so I can like.
Who made that? Where'd we
Yours
buy
truly.
that?
Do you not watch the TikTok, man?
Kidding. I was doing it for the viewers.
So
Where could we buy something like that?
Yeah, that's what I was doing, bro.
You can't.
I'm gonna then move
I
over
wish I
here,
knew how to make that.
and then that's
Only
gonna be my
someone
turn.
did a video about it.
Yeah.
Unless no, that's not a cantrip. Never mind.
Kaladin, you're on deck, but you can see as this orc figure standing next to you, he's kind of tall, reaches out, places his hand on your back, and he goes, "Be safe, my friend." You can feel an almost magical aura come over your body as he casts Stone Skin on you, so you have resistance to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So you take half damage of all of those. And then you can see him kind of step
yeah.
this way.
I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck is going on?
Actually, he's gonna go this way.
Dude, you're just getting
Dude,
bumped.
last time I checked, I was right here next to this thing.
And,
And being woken up with a shield. I'm buffed, temporary HP. The guy just is like,
You got
all right, we'll be safe. And I'm
You got
like,
temporary AC, like
Benedict and Kaladin, you also see
Yeah,
on
plus
his
5.
chest is a
huge.
pin. And these, he has almost
I can do this.
these kind of familiar robes that you've seen before, but they're a little bit different, almost like stylized in the Gendril way,
he'll still hit you with a 28.
Sam.
Sorry, what was it?
But these robes look similar. You've seen them on Aster Belioth, and you've seen them on other wardens. And you see a pin, which I actually didn't mention in past, but all of the wardens, they have a pin with a white pillar on it. So you know. You made
Would this
the
be
connection.
someone Josh knows?
This is a warden.
Or
This is
Benedict?
the warden. And yeah, you would know this is the warden of Gendril Illidrad. But he kind of steps in front of Kaladin after he helps you, and kind of off to the right, you can see as he mutters some words, and you can see almost looks like it's coming out of the ground and just piling up, is a giant pile of snow. Right there.
Do you want a dice for that?
Yeah, sure.
It was kind of hot in here, so I'm glad we got some snow.
And it's like a huge pile right in the middle of the street. You can see it. And a mist kind of coming off as it's kind of humid in here, you know, in the cold. And that's going to be his turn. As we come to Kaladin and Benedict, you're on deck.
Well, I shouldn't have used that level 4 spell. Saw it now.
I think I'm going to use the healing potion that Josh gave me.
Good job.
Benedict. My bad.
Breaking
So that's
the fourth wall.
44 plus 4.
Yes.
Yep, so that's a bonus action. Uncork it. This huge bottle. It looks pretty intricate. The glass almost has a look to it. Jesus Christ.
He's done that before.
2, 6, 7, 10 plus 4, 14.
Holy!
14. And then with this greater potion, it's almost like a more viscous type of potion. You see, kind of gotta force it down a little bit.
You're good at that.
Yeah, fucking So that was a bonus action, though, right?
Yeah, she's still good.
With the potion?
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I'm also... Shit. So if I use a bonus action like that, though, can I still use an action, correct?
Yep. You can do whatever you want for your action.
Don't get within 5 feet of.
I'm going to use Shield of Faith on myself. Or wait,
Okay.
can I use a... I can't use another bonus action, right? No. Okay. I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Alright.
So just 1d8 healing plus your spell casting ability modifier.
You can cast it at higher using higher level spell slots to get more HP if you want.
Yeah, I don't... I just need, like... That should be good.
And you still have some movement.
So it's 1d8... Which one's that one?
Well, when you
Then if
roll
you're on
one,
deck,
you're gonna.
Ace, you're in the hole.
Can I cast a spell as a bonus if I don't cast a spell as my normal action? Or is it only
The
a
spell has to
cantrip?
say bonus action.
So I got 8 for that.
Which is like a lot of his save bonus action.
And then I'm going to.
Before you forget, write down 38.
You can see this figure standing in front of you. As he's casting these spells as well, he's grabbing a hold of his tome on this chain.
I'm huge. He's just gonna read a bedtime story.
Okay. And then I want to move. Well, actually, you're kind of all by yourself.
And you guys have no idea where Ace is. You just saw him.
Well,
Jump through a
I
window.
kind of do, right? Because I stood.
You were unconscious.
Yeah, you
before.
died before that.
Yeah.
You have no idea where I am.
Oh yeah, that's
So you
right.
have no idea. You just see cards coming out of a window.
I woke up. I woke up like getting buffed,
Here we go,
rallying,
take
like
this,
get
help
the
pop,
fuck up.
good luck.
And I'm just like, what is that? So, shit. Well, yeah, I'll move kind of back where I was, I guess, on this side of the center by
Right there.
Chad.
Yeah, you just see this huge body of this beast as it's low to the ground.
Josh, your shield. How long did that AC last?
It's gone at the start of this turn.
That's unfortunate.
Wait,
See you.
it was +5.
It was
That's
huge.
crazy.
Where are you now?
Is that power word shield?
He's right here,
Okay.
Yeah,
10 feet away from the...
Okay.
there's a Bob. You got Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Benedict, you're up. Ace, you're on deck.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Is that corn? Oh, it's
Roll
man.
2 ones in a row.
I'm like, why do you have a fucking corn over there?
Shay just wanted some corn.
Anyways.
I'm gonna finish climbing up
What's your
to
garlic bread
like
if you want?
the ceiling point, or walking up to like right above him.
Sure.
And just kind of take a deep breath and look around, kind of like nervously, and hold out my hand at the lizard and just try to cast something out of my wrist.
Yeah. I mean, we can... we can just keep
We'll
it
say
right
I'm
here.
up there.
And see,
Yeah.
yeah, right above him.
You got tingly, you got the spidey sense going.
Let's make a save.
Yeah.
Cast something out of my room.
What kind of save?
DC 13
What kind of save?
doesn't just save DC 13.
For what? Spell?
Bottom.
Oh. So I believe it's a dex save.
Okay.
That is a 16.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't.
If I would have hit this guy a single time.
Which
with
I
the card,
believe
it might
the
be different.
webs still go, but it's just not caught in them.
You gotta
Okay.
do something.
Is it like
No.
terrain?
You want to look
different,
up the
or-
web spell in the player's handbook? And then whatever.
Really?
But do you want to do anything else?
I'm useful.
No, I'm talking about Josh. He's climbing on walls, shooting webs.
Yeah,
Just
you guys
straight
are
up
like, what
Spider-Man.
the fuck?
Spider, no.
Yeah, and you guys...
Spider.
Tibbet's just like.
I don't believe you two have seen
The
him.
webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscured area.
Since I got knocked down, I don't have inspiration anymore, right?
You still have it.
Okay.
And you still have bardic inspiration.
Which you guys just now saw Josh in this cloak. And you just see him run up a wall.
Yeah.
You might want to read this one. There's a lot that goes.
Uh,
into
you
it.
can
I used bullshit.
Well, it sounds like it puts down a 5-foot thing of webs when you cast it on the
Yeah.
ground, and anyone who starts in it has a dex save. It's this.
Yeah. But he just saved on that save. But
Which
just
it
look up
starts
like
as
what
turn.
the thing happened. But is that all you want to do,
Key to
Josh?
slums.
Just throw it at him. Eat this. Might go back.
Those maybe like shiny things, just throw it down the sewer.
I don't think I have any.
I don't think there's a
bonus.
Can't
I'm just gotta
Observation
find somebody and be like,
spells.
I got a key to
Actually,
just make up a place. Yeah.
It's true, it could.
He doesn't need to know.
one of these has to be a cantrip.
Did you put a
It's
gem in your weapon too?
I do.
Doesn't matter.
And I
Oh,
believe your ward
But
points go
I'm
away
afraid to use
when
it because I
you're
get yelled at every time I use my
unconscious.
longsword.
Shit,
Yeah.
do I still have
I
the
just
boon?
I burn them all trying to like save myself.
Do I still have the boon in my weapon from the statue?
You're not sure?
Okay.
You'd have to find out.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
Very helpful.
That is all.
Yep, Ace, you're up.
Okay, I am going to try to whip 2 cards at it. And I'm going to roll on D&D Beyond if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Do you want to use the acid ones? You got 2
Yes.
left. Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, see it.
Look.
Show the camera.
You run up to a little small window. Almost like an arrow slit. You kind of have to throw it down.
I get advantage still, right?
Yeah, it still has the fairy fire, right? Yeah.
Oh, baby! That's going to be 23. Doesn't hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Okay. So that's 1d4 and 1d6. Because a poison's 1d6.
And you also get sneak attack because you have advantage on the roll.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh shit.
And you get sneak attack whenever an ally is within 5 feet, or
Or
you have
advantage.
advantage.
It's a lot of dice.
It's going to be 4 damage. Get shit on. Oh, wow. Those are some big numbers.
Yeah, that's X.
The first number I saw was a
Is that a
1.
5 too?
4, 10,
6,
19,
12, 14,
24.
15, 19.
Guys.
3.
25 plus 2.
Okay.
25 plus 2 is 27.
Imagine if that was natty.
Wrong.
And then also, Shade, just so you know, spider poison, if poisoned, I don't know how it deems if it's poisoned or not.
For the cards?
So if I poison the target,
Yep. Yep. I already rolled on the save, and it succeeded the save, so it is not poisoned.
okay, so that's how it works.
Would be a constitution.
How much damage?
27.
Nice.
So the webs, because they're not anchored or anything to like anything, they're just like over the creature.
Yeah.
They'll disappear at the start of my next turn, but anybody who starts their turn in the webs has to roll. Each creature that starts its turn in the webs or that enters them during its turn must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs. Or until it
And
breaks
do you know the area of effect?
20 foot
feet
cube.
Yeah. But I'd say most of the webs, I mean,
Are
it's
like-
kind of around it, but you kind of shot at the creature, not the area.
Yeah,
And it is a big creature, so it's kind of just draped over his body.
yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to worry about that unless somebody like wants to climb on the fucking creature, you know?
I just jumped down.
But you have your second attack still.
Okay, I'm going to roll on D&D Beyond again.
Advantage. But you don't get sneak attack because you only get that once per turn.
20.
20 hits. Go ahead and do
And
damage.
this is the poison card, too.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Fails the save.
so that is 7 damage. And then if it failed to save, what the poison does is, if poisoned, disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
Yeah, it just gets the poisoned effect, right?
Is that
Yeah,
what
and
poison
then-
means?
The poisoned effect is a poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Nice, dude. The attack rolls is gonna be huge.
Yeah, it is.
So it has disadvantage on attack, and you guys have advantage
Yeah,
against it.
fuck
Hell yeah.
Sports
What
coming in
poison's
clutch.
Is that like a certain poison, or is it just poison in general?
Spider poison is what I have.
Damn.
And actually, I was going to say, too, let's say it has 20 uses.
Yeah, I'm down to 17. Yeah, you already told me that.
Gotcha.
I have it written down.
And it only consumes one use, no matter how strong or how big the monster is.
Well, they
it's
put it on his
my
card.
So
Oh, yeah.
one on my cards, one use. I put it on 3 cards, 3 uses.
Right.
Yeah, and like if you want to do it on like a battle axe, that might take a couple of uses, you know?
Or you could just be smart and put it on one thing.
Or on, like a. Well,
Just starts fucking.
Just throw the vial down its throat.
What is that it?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my movement to go somewhere in this house. I'm gonna hide behind this bookcase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if someone
run
peeks in
back.
through the window, he doesn't exactly know where I am.
So this is where I wish we had. I think I showed you that, but there's like these little rings, and it'll say like poisoned or like fairy fire.
Like
I thought
area
we
of
could, like,
effect
drape it on
cards
them.
too
Yeah.
and shit like that. Yeah.
I thought about buying those.
Well, we could print some.
I thought of it, and then it just completely.
Because they fit like perfectly around the base of your dude, you know?
Mhm.
They're like rubber.
I mean, or if we really wanted to, we could just put some overlays on the stream that you could just have that you could hide or show that you could drag over where the character
Yeah,
sits,
that's
and it could just have a slash like for debuffs like over the right corner of it wherever it sits.
that's something I want to do when we have like a rather than me running it, like a
moderator.
moderator, because then we can have like images of like your guys' characters underneath you on the stream. Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
that's the end of Ace's turn, correct?
Yes, that's the end of it.
Then we come to the top of the round as we roll for a area effect
To
again.
be here.
And it's the same as you see another figure comes running up to join the fray, and another figure, we'll say from over here. You see them run up. You can't really tell. They don't look like guard.
Is she just holding like a nut?
You would know there aren't really guards in this city. They just kind of look like maybe militiamen or people who just have weapons around. And they're going to take another volley of arrows.
So they look like.
And they have advantage, correct?
Yeah. It lasts for a minute, so
Yes.
that's for you to decide, I guess.
Yeah. I used to have gauges.
Oh really?
Wait, you used it?
Yeah. When I was in high school, way end of middle school.
How big?
I went to twos.
Oh,
Not too big.
the 3/4.
Aren't you supposed to be wearing one in 1 year right now?
And you guys see as these two and these two figures run up and shoot arrows at it, and all 4 arrows connect as they all shoot into its body, up its belly, as it kind of reels up. They're kind of sticking in before its arms kind of break them off. And then we come to the Behir.
Does it look hurt at all?
Yeah, look, you guys are doing a good chunk of damage.
Ace. This is the only one that's hit.
It does not get its lightning breath
I did
back
something, man.
this turn.
It's like all or
That's good
nothing with
damage.
you.
That was good damage.
As
Either
they all
you do a
shoot
fuck
at
ton
it.
of damage or 0.
It is going to sprint across the cavern.
Oh, thank God.
You can see it kind of plow over the snow pile, the snow cave underneath it. It runs up towards these figures over here, these men with the bows. It has disadvantage, that's right.
Dude, that poisons.
And
That's just crazy.
one hit connects. As yeah. He runs up and then he goes to bite at this guy after shooting an arrow at him, and he kind of jumps out of the way, and then his body kind of goes to snatch him up. And you can see it rip as the whole flesh off of his back just gets ripped. And he kind of screams, and his body just goes limp on the floor as it just rips him. He's dead.
I'm saying we interrogate
Is
whoever
that-
brought him.
That is going to be
Wait,
did he
its
eat
turn.
him?
Yeah, never mind.
Chad, you're up.
Alright. There's not even anything I can do
Where's this?
anymore as far as spells.
Do you move the fucking cabinet?
I'm hiding behind it, bro! Yeah, we're gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Yeah. Got advantage on. Well,
About goddamn time you shot
with
that
your hand
thing.
crossbow?
Yeah.
That's a lot of feet, dog.
Yeah, you would have disadvantage.
How far would I have to move?
It should say on there.
I believe it's in the player's handbook.
I don't know where
Don't you need
I
to be
believe
within
it's
30?
60.
Well, then he's close.
You're just out of range, so you'd have disadvantage unless you move maybe 10 feet.
Can I go like right there? That'd be good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. 20.
24.
That hits. Go ahead and do damage.
It's 30. I hate to say.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have to get a little closer.
Yeah, I was gonna
Or
say.
what? I was right here, so fine.
I remembered that one.
You'd have to
I was
get
looking
here.
into that for my group.
Well, I thought it was 30.
Here?
I thought the heavy
Would this work, though?
crossbow was the...
No, you'd have to
Yeah.
go here or here.
5, 10, 15.
Heavy crossbow.
20. I can. It's
100 feet.
they can only go there.
Damn it.
We'll see.
You're just up in the building.
Okay. I was gonna say that's up to you. Alright.
I want to Jew you like that. That's shitty.
Just get a fucking bigger bow, man.
5 points of piercing.
Yeah. which technically you would just roll straight because you have advantage, and then the disadvantage cancels each other out, so you roll straight. But it's whatever.
Yeah, and I would have missed because I had a 6 the first roll. So it's up
There
to
you
you.
go. Anything else you want to do?
There's literally nothing I can do.
Did you already use all your bardic inspirations?
Yeah.
You only have 3.
That's all I get. I only had 2.
I believe that might have changed when you looked. So if you want to look at the player's handbook or whatever,
Just the nice thing about D&D Beyond app, it tells you what you got.
or if you want to look up how many, it'll be like the bard, and then there's a table. It'll say right there at level. What level are you guys? 7.
Yes.
It'll say how many bardic
Oh, that's
inspiration
good.
dies you have.
Yeah, why ask me?
But
I
yeah,
don't know though.
that is Chad's turn as we come to this orc warden figure. You know is Illidrad. And he reaches down as he backs up kind of into the tunnel wall. And in his tome, he kind of reaches some components out and sprinkles them over the pile of snow. And you can see as he goes to like wave his hand, and you can see almost an ethereal figure of the Behir comes out of its body, flying towards this heap of snow as it kind of piles up, animating in the air. And as the ethereal figure hits the snow, it kind of and piles and rolls almost up against the house there before it picks up. And it's another Behir as the snow kind of gives way to a blue skin as it becomes a copy of the Behir. And it looks over here and goes to run over. Natural 20.
Let's go. I want that
Yeah.
spell, bro.
This guy's cool.
Where do I learn that one?
Big damage, big damage.
It's gonna be like fucking 75. Yeah, when you gotta pull out the.
Hey, a guy walked up to me. I was like, "What's up?" And he's like 59. I'm like, later.
All right, initiative over.
Ooh,
Me?
it's neck.
Oh, dude, I got my pre-buff on.
Yeah. And you see as it runs up to this other
Sorry.
Behir, and this copy that he created clambers up and almost goes to jump on its like
You need
hind
to treat
quarters.
It's your charisma.
Peers out a
Okay.
huge chunk of its hind quarters with its mouth. Just rips it. You can see purple blood splash all over the wall. It just lets out a screech as you see these two massive Behirs just fighting at each other. And that's going to be his turn as we come to Caladan.
I'm gonna back up a little bit after that
Just
one.
happened.
Alright, so I guess it goes.
Sorry, I bumped into you there.
You rubbed up on.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Perfect. Okay, so. So yeah, I'm going to Divine Smite him with Guided Strike.
Ooh. You got
Alright, roll the
inspiration
hit
too?
with your maul.
And advantage.
20, 30.
And you get
plus-
advantage.
Plus 8, 38.
You get advantage.
Is that a natty?
Was that a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all you have to
I
say.
guess you don't have to roll again.
Enough said, brother.
Yeah, with
That's
Guided
a
Strike,
lot
so that would have been
of
30, 38.
Does it hit?
Jesus.
Yeah, unfortunately it misses.
Unfortunately.
Don't crits always hit?
Yeah, so go ahead and do the damage on your maul first.
2d6.
And then double it.
This one. 4, 7. So 7 for the maul.
And then go ahead and did you want to double that or roll twice?
For your crit.
You want to roll twice. You rolled a 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll 2 more times.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose we'll do that.
So it's 7 plus
4,
so 11 plus
3.
3
14.
14.
I could just.
And then whatever level you want to do a divine smite at. What did you say, 14?
It'll be 2,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be 3d8.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll 3d8.
Wait for Shay. How do you want to do this?
And the creature's bloody, by the way, after that chomp from the other one. The copy.
Don't give this to him.
5, 7. Shit. 1.
So you want to
So
double all that?
7.
You want to double the 8 or roll 3 more times?
Roll how many more times?
3.
Roll 3 more times?
Yeah, because you hit a crit, so double.
Damn. 4. 8, so 12.
We're up to 39.
Plus 3, so 42.
How does don't you re-roll once, or is that not on guided strike? Just the weapon.
Just the maul.
Just the maul.
Yeah, and
Just
then
straight weapon fighting,
and-
not like...
and then what was it? 42, and then the modifier of the maul. So plus
already
2
added
or
that.
whatever. Oh,
He didn't double that.
okay.
Yeah, no, I just
He added that, but did not double it.
Yeah. How do you
No.
how do you describe the maul as you run up and hit it with that? The divine smite.
Well, is it reeling? Because I can still extra attack technically, can I?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so I'll do that as well. But just with
Go
the
ahead.
maul. But just with the maul.
Yeah. I believe you can only divine smite once per turn.
Doesn't say that on there, but it could be. Probably is. 21.
Yep. And you have advantage if you want to fish for a crit.
Back to back, baby.
14.
21 hits. You can go ahead and do maul damage on that second attack.
10 plus 5 is 15.
15 plus 42 is 57. Damn. Yeah, so go ahead and describe how that hit goes.
I guess I'll just walk up to him, seeing that he's on his side. After he hits me, I'll grab my hammer, and then I'll like channel the radiant energy of divine smite in it. And I'll kind of swing it from the back, hit him, and then I'll come back with it with just a regular one and just hit him again.
And
From
he
the
looks
side.
very, very fucked up.
And then, did I use a bonus action, or I can't use one? I need to use it before.
No, you can use a bonus action. Yeah, you can use a bonus action.
And then I want to shield of faith.
The monster.
The dog.
Where's Benedict?
He's up above,
It's like
up here, 50 feet up.
was good.
Was good.
It's probably hard to see him up there because it's so dark and he has this black cloak on.
Just imagine the thing hanging down in front of your eyes.
Come to
Behind you.
Benedict. Ace, you're on deck.
I don't think I am, huh, Benedict?
I mean, is that really necessary?
I know what you're saying. It's
jump
always
off.
necessary, my guy.
Just jump off the top ropes and give him the people's elbow, man.
Where you going, Josh?
So I'm gonna walk 15, 20
Ben,
feet.
you want to go shut off that light?
15, 20
I was
feet,
gonna
so I'm
say, do we usually have that one on?
above the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Just straight above him.
Right.
And
Way better.
I'm just gonna look around, take in everybody that it's eaten,
Watch out.
and just cast lightning bolt.
Okay.
Straight down, right head on, directly through the chest into the ground.
Here goes all the stalagmites.
Natural 1 on the save.
Woo! It's
Fried,
right?
fried chicken.
How much damage does lightning bolt do?
Enough?
I'm gonna need some dice. 8d6.
Doesn't matter what you roll. How do you want to do this?
Is it at 2 HP?
It's at 8 HP.
Okay.
So if you, even if you rolled all ones,
That means even Ace can kill it. It's alright, I did 5 damage today to him.
How tall?
for
is
some
he?
reason, I picture like, say this is like a stalactite or whatever. I picture like if these are his legs, he's like, you know, and then he's like upside down. So his legs are like on the fucking.
We look
stalactite.
up, he's just sitting there, and he just hits us with like the gnome thing.
Is he eating the ceiling as he
Ooh. Break some off, put it in my bag.
Just fucking blinding flash of lightning.
How tall is this creature?
If it's standing up like that, 15 feet,
Okay.
which it is, and there's a whole nother one on its back, like fucking it up.
Yeah, so
What do
I'll
they do
just,
this?
being right above it, I'll just, after taking everything in, just look straight down.
whip it up?
Take out my Rod of Amber and crush
rub
it as I point my staff down and let the lightning rip.
It's similar to the lightning breath that it used earlier.
It's kind of weird.
Kind of sus, bro.
Another sharp, quick, thunderous almost smite comes through the air as it racks your ears, and some more stone seems to trickle onto the ground as this white flash of lightning comes down and hits this creature. The one on its back kind of reels back as it almost backs up, but this one just, after it gets hit with that, almost freezes for a sec before its entire body just falls down on the ground with a thick thud. And this portion, these streets, are almost made out of like wood and kind of stone because it's over not the natural. And almost the entire deck over here with the buildings kind of get a little rumble as it falls. Its tongue just...
You guys gonna gut this thing too? Or?
I mean, look at them horns.
They look kind of small.
Hey, there's still an orc we gotta.
Yeah, I turn around and just hit him right in the front.
It's red, bro.
It's true.
But with that, the citizens around, most of them have kind of dispersed and ran out of the area. But you can see some of them as they kind of almost peering around corners and looking. You hear hushes off in the distance as they all just whispering about this dead creature. Yeah, you can see this figure of the orc kind of walks up towards you, Chad. Some mighty fine spells you casting.
Thank you.
You see him kind of stroke his beard, kind of closes his tome, kind of pats you on the back before walking over, and you can see the other figure of the.
Before he walks back, I'll. Is he close enough for me to pat him on the back? I'll pat him on the back, be like, "Yours weren't so bad either."
Appreciate that. He walks
Make
over.
my way off the ceiling.
Kind of walks his way over and almost goes to like pet the behir that he created on the snout before it just turns back into a pile of snow, and it just seems to melt and
That's what the
dip
snow
into
was?
the cracks
I
of the
was
stone
reading,
below,
so I never.
and it's gone.
All of a sudden, I hear like, "Oh, there's a second beer." I'm like,
Can I start walking down, and as I'm walking through the house, can I look to see if there's anything of value?
In the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a perception check or investigation.
Oh, I'm not rolling my damn dice.
Kind of walks up towards you, Kaladin. Look like you took a little bit of damage there. You all right?
I think I'm feeling okay now. But I did not expect him to be as strong as he was. And I'm gonna like just be looking at it, like where my stomach got ripped, and I'll just see scars, I imagine.
Yeah.
Can I use inspiration?
And then I'll look
If you
at
want.
him, and I'll just be like, "So you're from around here? You're a warden?"
Yeah, you're.
Oh, yes, I'm the warden. Kind of grabs his pin. Warden of Gemdrill.
And he's like, and when I hear that, I'll just extend my arm and I'll be like Kaladin Northquite, shepherd of Stronghold.
Oh, you're a shepherd.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Your reputation precedes you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm here adventuring with this here gnome friend of mine, and I'll point randomly.
I'll hop on.
Like,
Oh, here he comes.
assuming that I'll just like somewhere over there, but you'll be like right there.
I got a 20.
Okay.
"And
Yeah.
now 20."
Not
Looking
bad.
around, you doesn't seem relatively unempty, as this kind of looks like a home maybe somebody stays at, but they don't sleep in every night. But you kind of open up the wardrobe, and you can see a couple of clothes, some linens, as well as like some leather coats and things and such with boots on the bottom. Looking around, you can find there's a little cupboard or a cupboard in the corner You open it up, you can find mugs that look to be some sort of a shiny metal.
How many?
You see 2 mugs, and there's one almost goblet. It almost looks kind of a brassy.
Hey, you know it knows this! So I'll take the 2 mugs and 1 goblet in my backpack.
Alright.
Is he downstairs?
He's upstairs.
I'm coming down. As I'm leaving.
He's checking every floor.
Yeah, I'm
Checking the floorboards.
and I'll make my way
Sure.
over.
Yeah, and you can see this figure kind of, as he closes up his tome, kind of gives it a little lock, and it just hangs underneath this chain that's around his torso and up over his shoulder. As he kind of peers over towards around the wagon, and the guy who was leading it and shooting the arrows, he goes, "I'll be talking with you later. Don't go anywhere." The guy kind of, "Yes, sir." Kind of just perches up next to the wagon. Yeah. That was a dangerous fight. You see it take a bite out a couple of citizens?
A bite. He nearly swallowed them whole.
Kind of looks over. It's most unfortunate. Hey, you few, don't look. And he kind of walks this way to try to get people out of the area.
And before he tries to walk, I'll just grab him and be like, "Excuse me if this is odd, but does this happen often?"
No. Well, we have caravans that bring in certain items or certain creatures that go down to the wharf quarter. However, this is one of the bigger creatures I've seen. I know this is a behir. They seem to make their way into the deep, dark depths of the caverns. I've only seen 1 or 2 in my lifespan, but various creatures will come through here. They just didn't do a very good job of keeping it safe.
Are you down yet?
Yeah,
So,
I'm next to Counter.
did the woman that yelled out for her dog die?
Yep.
Can I?
I'm gonna walk over
Do
to
you
the
think
dog.
there's any rewards
Or
for
is
a
it
fine man who slayed the behir and helped the town?
Reward? I mean, I don't see anybody who would. I'm not going to give you a reward. You did a good job.
No worries. Have you ever raised someone up and they just ran straight back into the fight? And I pat Kaladin. With no thought to his own health?
No, he's Caladan, as you say. Illidrad's the name, by the way. Illidrad. I'm the warden of Gendru. Yeah, and Benedict over here, you guys really ran into the fray after getting hit there. Pretty brave.
Benedict's like,
Under my breath, that's one word for it.
Well, not a lot of people around here. Kind of looks around. Not a lot of people will do that.
What were to happen if we weren't here?
Well, suppose I...
Are you the reinforcements?
Pretty much, yeah. We don't, there isn't any set government really in Gemdrill here. It's kind of you can ask Benedict about it, but we don't have a town guard or anything like that. But as you can see, some gentlemen over here, and he kind of motions towards the guys who are shooting the arrows. Well, about where they can.
Would I have knowledge of this warden being there for a while, or is it clear that this warden was there when Benedict was kind of cast out?
What?
When Benedict was kind of cast out, and everyone in Gemdrill thinks less of Benedict, was he around?
You don't know.
Yeah, would you say, he recognizes him or something if he looks at Benedict?
Yeah.
So he does recognize Benedict?
Yep.
I'll just kind of say, see what our amazing... Are you a mage or a wizard? Wizard. Did you see what our amazing wizard could do?
You're a wizard, Harry. Did?
Good to know.
I'm gonna walk up to you and be like, and once again, you just cease to amaze me, and I'll just slap you on the shoulder.
I'll look at...
How did you get on the ceiling?
I walked. It's that cloak.
Yeah, I noticed you were wearing something, and I'm quite curious as to where the other one went as well.
Yeah, that wasn't me. All I can help is with the cloak. But I'll look over at Illidrad, and I'll just say your spells definitely came in handy today too.
I appreciate it. You were a good help too. Some mighty fine magic you've been casting there. This is a fine garment, may I? He goes like reach out to like grab it. He kind of just like feels it. Oh, I see your spell book there. That's a great piece of magic right there.
Oh, of course. Very rare. Wondrous item.
Dare I say it might be better than mine? It's just covered in moss. It lets it go and you hear the chain. Well, I have many business to attend to. Got to clean up this mess. You still love it? He kind of like goes to like walk over.
I walked over during this to just like pet the dog and try to calm it down. Unless
it's
it died.
dead.
Okay. I didn't know.
You can see the flames.
He's
down
going
the
to
building.
pet a dead dog, bro. That's bad dog.
The building.
It's like
is,
on Dumb
the
and Dumber
flames-
when the blind kids got their pretty bird.
I didn't know. Did you ever say that?
The flames have gone out on the building, but you can see this dog as it has perished.
Is this the first we're finding out in the group?
It's fried doggy.
Barky.
That's
Well,
Barky.
Yeah.
Rip Barky, man.
Alright, well, never mind
He
then.
gone, Johnny.
I was gonna try to get like a little pet. Since his master died.
you still could.
No,
Now that we know that
no,
it
I
was
mean like
here,
come with us.
can I do some check to see if I know anything?
Laz,
Like if the horns, because they're very predominant.
Yeah,
if they
make
were something.
it's up to you. You want to do a survival check just to look at the creature, or if you want to do a history check to try and
Yeah, can I
retain
do a
knowledge.
history check on
So
this
I would
one?
like
About
to
it.
mutilate the body. No, I'm joking.
So what are my options?
Nat 20 on. I got plus 30 on history.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
What?
I don't
Plus
need to do
30?
anything. I don't need to know.
Well, I got 30.
You know.
On what? On investigation.
History. At plus 10 history.
You know, Behirs are native to the Underdark or underground type of areas. You'll never see these above ground, but they seem to keep by themselves. They don't like make packs or anything, but they just stay in the deep, dark depths of tunnel systems and everything like that. And with that good history check, you know around just Gendril in general, there is kind of a, what do you call it, a market under kind of wraps. It's not going to be in like the actual market, but there is like a market for just all types of creatures down here.
Yeah.
So looking around the body, you would know. Generally, it's like claws, horns. Sometimes it'll be like scales. So you can use the skin for things. Bones really are just decently good from any creature, unless it's like a dragon bone or something. But
So what you're saying is I could have sold my head to someone for more.
I tried to say something, but
you
Well,
don't
Josh
know,
should've
you don't know
told
that.
But
Benedict
Josh
does.
Benedict could have
I was
told
gonna
me.
say, yeah, knowing that, like, even that they're only underground, that they stay solo and just kind of by themselves, I'm sure with what we've seen, there's not a lot of people, like, out hunting these by themselves, so they're probably, you know, a tough commodity to come by. So,
Well, they're definitely tough.
yeah,
You found out.
so, yeah, we can rip it apart.
Yeah, it couldn't have been too bad. Last thing I remember, I was up close to it, and it was over pretty fast after that. So
can I
couldn't have
try
been
to
too
take
terrible.
some scales quick, just as we're talking?
Yeah.
I have an obsession with scales.
He loves you.
But with this
obsessed.
scene and the Behir being slain, laying in the street, as Ace kind of goes to rip off some scales, some citizens kind of just continue doing, some just peering over. You can kind of hear Elidrad speaking roughly with the guy around the corner with the wagon. But with that, I think we're going to take a little short break because I have to pee really bad.
You don't have a cup?
Earlier in the episode this time, we'll take a break, but
Okay.
we will be back.
Bye now.
And we're back.
Most of us.
So yeah, quick little thing. The Behir doesn't have scales, but it has almost a slimy hide, similar to like a seal, but it has no fur. So Ace added a Behir hide to his inventory. And with that, Ace, I'm going to need you to give me a perception check. And now you guys can see all these citizens start flooding back into the streets, whereas some of them, a lot of them come through this main terrace area just for general traffic. While this fight was going on, obviously they saw what the fuck was happening, so they took a detour, but now they start flying through a little bit.
23.
23. You notice as a patch of crowd kind of seems to bump past you guys, you saw a small arm sleeved with a green hand reach into Caladan's pocket before disappearing.
I'm gonna yell, Caladan, that guy stole! Get him!
You can see this pile of people that just ran past you and they're just making their way down. Some down to the
And I'm
towards the
gonna-
wharf.
Can I see
Towards
who he
them.
pointed at though? Like,
Kind of tough. Give me perception. With the
And I'm gonna
23,
start running towards him.
with that roll, you can kind of tell that it's the pack that went down towards the wharf quarter. They're making their way past the wagon
Can
and
I
down the
use
ramp.
inspiration?
If you want.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'll use
Well, I'm
inspiration.
also gonna take off that direction.
Okay.
See if that's.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
So what do I do for that again? Just roll again.
Then you take the higher of the rolls, perception.
Yeah, so that'll be 12.
12. Well, you do notice Ace taking off towards this group that's making their way towards the ramp down to the wharf quarter.
Did I see which one it was?
No. You see a couple, it's maybe 4 or 5 figures. You can see there's a drow, another hooded figure you can't tell, and a human that almost tan skinned that they're making their way towards the ramp. Some of them are carrying sacks.
But I saw it was a green hand.
Yep.
So I can...
Which Joe?
Out of what you said, it's gotta be
Should
the
be-
cloaked figure, because drows aren't green, right?
This drow has gray skin.
Okay, I'm going to run after and try to grab the cloaked... I'm gonna try to rip off the cloaked figures if I don't see anyone else green around there.
Alright. And do you want to follow Caladan?
There you are.
What's that? Do you want to follow him?
I'm going over to the guy and ripping
Yeah.
off the cloak.
Right
like
as
it is.
you guys are about to reach the ramp, you grab this cloaked figure.
boy.
You can see him turn. And it's just
Oh,
a
boy.
human with white skin. Like, whoa! Get your hand off me, man!
I want to look around and see if I see anything else.
And right next to him, you can see darting almost halfway down this ramp that curves down to the right, a very short figure that is also cloaked.
I'm gonna attempt to go after him, and if I deem I can't catch him, I'm throwing something.
Yeah. So you start to dart down the ramp, and we're gonna do a contested roll here.
From me, correct?
Yeah.
Or all
I
I
didn't-
saw
you don't
was the
know that.
action of him.
I saw him steal something from your pouch.
But you
and I
know
just,
for sure he stole something. He wasn't just reaching to maybe give me something. Okay.
Not how my guy thinks, buddy.
So I will say,
True.
Caladan. So this haversack that you have is a regular backpack, right?
Yeah.
But then there's also pockets on the sides. So whatever you think, if you look in your equipment, that you would keep in a side pocket on the haversack.
Okay. Yeah. So we're running after this guy.
I'm going.
Do you know specifically what item?
I
One or
would.
two.
Well, I have the whole list of stuff. I think. Right?
So whatever you think you'd keep on one of those side pockets. But we're going to do a contested dex roll to see if you can catch up to this figure as they're darting down the ramp. Ace.
And you heard me say if I deem I can't, I'm whipping.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd imagine I have like a rod of amber.
So he took that.
What?
He took it.
So it's just.
Him?
No, the figure.
So it's just a dex roll, a d20 plus my dex modifier.
Yep.
14.
14. He's too quick.
I'm.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the hit. He's darting down this curved ramp, and as you guys are making your way down to the wharf quarter, you can see this is a ramp as well as other places around that go almost to a bottom level, similar to this terrace quarter. But down here, it's all wood docks that are the lowest point of the city closest to the Sitlock. And these are all industrial buildings. You can see some further down the way that have smokestacks that almost rise through the stone themselves. You can see a lot of workers and wagons and a couple of oxen that are
Is he
turning
about
this
to dart
wheel
around a
on this one
corner?
building.
Is this my only shot?
Yeah. So roll the hit.
You called it, played out.
Natty 20, baby!
Really?
Yep.
No, it's
Yeah.
a 0.
25, bro!
This guy's rolling on a fucking phone.
Damn straight, bro!
Pulls up the app store.
Natural 20 roller.
Dice app that always rolls the highest.
20% rate nat 20 dice rolling.
But yeah, as he's
Never
darting
roll
down
once.
and you're following, you see Ace in a full sprint running after this figure, and it's a very short figure, and you can see one time as they peek around to look behind them as before they dip underneath, you can see a green face and a long nose. But you throw a card and you can just hear a splat of blood and hear ah! Before and they disappear around the corner. You can kind of hear a stumble before and they continue, almost curves down this wooden beam or stairway that and they're shooting off into stairs that go more below.
I'm gonna. Hey, follow me. I'm going full tilt, and I'm.
You guys,
Yeah. Can
What are you
we
doing?
still see him from here?
no,
We're-
they are down the ramp.
I don't even know.
Unless you wanted to say you're
Because
following.
we're hauling
What just
ass.
I mean,
Uh,
because I was standing right
Ace
next
saw
to Cal.
Ace saw a random citizen.
Yeah, so
grab
like
something
in
out of his
the
pocket.
commotion of everything, he saw that I got like.
I'd say if he stole it when we were standing right next
Yeah,
to
but
each
like
other,
some
I would have
random guy.
followed him.
You want to follow with them? All three of them are running.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're all sprinting. What were you saying?
I have no idea.
You rolled
You
a
and,
nine.
I'm
you
just-
keep chasing. Good
I
another-
told them I'm going full tilt. I'm gonna do my best to catch up. I'm hoping he's a little hurt somewhere I can catch. I'm just going as hard as I can.
Another contested dex roll. Natural 1.
Yeah, don't say that, because now I'm gonna roll a fucking one shade.
Yeah, roll real dice.
So what do we do then?
What was it?
Natural one.
What's
It was on
what's your dex
13
modifier?
and it was like
So I got a 3.
So a 3 total because it's plus 2? Yeah, so we beat you by 1. Or she, or it, or they.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
But-
so fucked.
I
Yeah.
actually thought that was going to
You
be 13.
That's
you
hilarious.
guys, as Ace is in the front and he's sprinting and running down, and you can see a lot of these citizens now that you're down in the wharf quarter. Like I said before, there's industrial type buildings, and as you can see, you're passing almost through a building that has an ox, and it's almost in like a circular kind of, cylindrical thing in the middle of this building, and it's attached to this as it's turning. And you can see this figure, they dart in to this building, and he gets smoked by the ox. And he stumbles on the ground. And you can see now, as you're almost getting closer, it is a goblin. But you're running up and you're like, gotcha now! Go up to grab him, and the ox hits you as well. And it's not moving fast. And you guys see Ace as he's running towards, and they both just smoke this ox before they
It's like he's
stumble
got
back
too
up.
much momentum and can't stop.
But you didn't beat him this time as he nearly escapes your grasp and runs through into the back of the building.
Can they see him?
Yeah, you guys aren't far behind.
So I can see him, right? Can I
How-
hold person though?
What's the range?
60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Is that a save?
Wisdom saving throw would be paralyzed.
Dude,
for...
imagine the hypocrisy of myself right now.
21.
Stealing, bro.
Yeah, you try to cast this hold person, but they're just too quick, and you
You
can
realize
see
that was his house.
Fucking A.
in the back of the building there's almost a double doors. You know, what do they call those? Like a western saloon door, and they bust through it and run into the back. You can see one worker that's just tending to the ox. Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? What are you doing?
So how far in front of me is he? Can I see him?
Maybe 15 feet.
Can
You
I
just
see
saw him dart through the doors.
So he's gone. I can't see him.
Well, if you're still in chase, you can still see him.
Alright. I would like to... So what type of establishment did we go into?
This, you're not actually sure. It's just like a somewhat of a barn type building, but it's built into the rock. And this big open area in the front is a giant circular thing, and there's this massive wooden pillar in the middle that the ox is turning, and you can see gears above. There's
Are there many people?
just one worker sitting in the front, kind of off to the side, and he just tends to the ox. But this is all happening quick as you're running through.
Okay, I'm running, and as soon as I see there's no people in there, I'm whipping another card at this guy. I'm going for the legs.
Roll a hit at disadvantage because he's goes through the door and you kind of got to snake it in there.
You do have inspiration.
No, I don't.
And you guys would see Kaladin cast this spell before it just can't get on him.
You don't have bardic inspiration? Oh wait, no, I never gave you any.
No, you didn't get
Make sure you're marking off your spell slots as well.
I have one more.
Well, I don't have to roll
Well,
again.
one.
Wait, no, that's a 7. Okay. 12.
That just hits. You can hear again as it cuts him. before he dips around the corner behind in the back of the building.
I called shot leg, right? I'm staying in chase.
Alright. You guys see Ace run through the back of the building?
How big is the building? Can we like go around it?
No, it's like embedded into the
Oh yeah.
wall.
Okay.
So from what you can tell, just from sprinting, you don't see any other exits
So
or
I'll just
anything.
follow him.
Yeah. You guys run through the saloon door. The worker kind of, what the fuck is going on? As you all sprint into the back. But you guys run into the back, and now you can see it's somewhat of like a backside of this building that's built into the cavern. So similar stalactite rock roof, but along the edge, it's somewhat of like a rectangular room. And you can see shelves along the side, almost like a bar, and just various crates on the walls. And you see two doors, one on the left, one on the right, and you're in just kind of like a common room, which is weird because this doesn't look like it's part of the building you ran through with the ox. You're not sure what it is, but as you ran back here, the door on the left is a large door, and you can see it lifts up with iron slats, and on the right is just a normal door.
Are they both closed?
You can see this figure ran to the left.
So the iron slats.
And that door is shut, but there's a little small offshoot that you can run through.
Well, I'm going, boys. I'm in it to win it.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just going with the flow.
Sprinting
Follow
after.
running,
You
run.
run through.
I'm
Send it.
not gonna do anything else.
You just see your dumbass rogue
Yeah.
sprinting.
You guys are just seeing, and some of you, whoever's in the back, you don't really know what you're running after. Maybe
I'm
even
watching.
Chad or Benedict. You're just following your hands as they're just sprinting.
I just
I'm watching
run
a
egg.
rogue fail dexterity checks.
But
That's true.
as you run through the door next to this large door, you run through the door as it swings open, and in a flash that happens, you can see this goblin figure standing maybe 10 feet, kind of hunched down with their hands ready, and you see just a flash of like a furry arm as it goes to swing at you, but you duck underneath it. You slide underneath as he hits the wall, and you can see a male bugbear as he's standing there. He has a leather strap over his shoulder and somewhat of almost
Not
like a
the
kilt.
fucking bugbear.
Leather kilt. And as all of you guys run in, you can see this bugbear. And he pulls out somewhat of a small mace. What the fuck is going on?
This guy stole from us. I'm not letting that slide.
You can see the goblin in the back and a speaker. I didn't steal anything. Get out of here.
Can I persuade the bugbear that we're telling the truth?
I'm gonna walk up with my eyes light on fire, and I'm gonna just go.
Depending on what you say.
And I'll just be like, "You think I would lie?"
You're like, I saw it with my own eyes. He stole from a friend here.
Back up, back up. He kind of takes the mace. And now
Look,
that all
friend,
four of you guys
I
are
don't
in
want
here.
trouble. I just want my things back.
What did you take? I didn't take anything, I swear.
Then have him empty his pockets.
Do it. He kind of pulls out the rod of amber, goes to hand it to the bugbear. How do I know this is yours?
You can play that game if you want. Or, I said he stole something, he takes something out of his pocket. I think you should put two and two together.
Not just sit there and stare.
Um,
I'll stare at the guy as Ace says that, just almost intimidating. Just be like, "We're not lying." Still with the flames in my eyes.
Alright, why don't we de-escalate this situation here? Alright? You chill? The goblin. No, it's my rod of amber. Kind of just slouches into a chair in the back. Kind of just puts their hood up. You can see the ears kind of fold under. They're just perched up in the corner. And now, I'm going to ask all of you guys to make perception checks as you're in the...
I don't see shit.
And whoever wants to, just give me a perception check, or a persuasion check at advantage.
I got a 26 on perception.
Well, not you, because you didn't say anything.
Nat 20. I did too.
21.
Well, you didn't say anything either.
I did
I got a 25 on persuasion.
I literally did say something.
26 perception, 25 persuasion.
Sure.
I got a nat 20.
I know, I rolled really good after those ones.
I got like a
Hey, I
10.
failed like 3
10 for
dex
the
checks
first
in a
one,
row.
and I didn't get shit.
So while you're in this room and you're talking to this bugbear, you look around and you can see, kind of smaller to the other room, however, this large door that seems to slide up and down obviously is that big to bring in these massive cages, which a lot of them look similar to the one that you saw on the back of the wagon. And over off in this dark corner, you can see a pile of almost 4 of them. And in each of them, you can see almost something that's moving. And you see another figure back there, which is a drow. They almost have completely black skin. And he kind of peers over, you can almost see the yellow eyes. Looking down towards these cages, you can hear him just like saying something in the background. With above a 20, your perception check, you can see in the cages, even while you're talking to all these figures in the room, oozes. Almost an ooze-like figure in these cages. It's almost yellow as it seems to slide out through the bars of the cage before the drow kind of goes to shove it back in. Get in there! And you see the bugbear kind of holding the mace. Get a hold of it! What are you doing? This is what you paid for. Here you go. Kind of goes to toss the rod of amber at you.
Thank you, friend, and I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
Are you gonna do anything or to discipline this young fella?
He's got sticky fingers, don't you?
Well, I'll leave it up to Kaladin.
Seems like you just allow him to have sticky fingers.
Obviously, you're not from around here. That's a normal thing.
And I'll let the flames go out of my eyes and I'll stand and be like, no, I'm not.
Well, if that's a normal thing around here, what is the normal punishment? Or what is the normal thing that happens if one party catches another party doing such things to them?
I don't know the laws, man. Go ask somebody else, like Shorty over here. He kind of takes his mace and puts it away as he kind of turns around and goes to rustle with things on the wall.
Well, Kaladin, it's up to you. I know what I'm thinking, but...
What are you thinking?
I may be a little hot-headed. He did just steal. We got it back. To me, that's not enough, but... You're...
Took the rod, we take his life.
I'm not saying take his life, but...
Taking your finger.
I had to run, and I would require compensation for this, but you're a level-headed man. If what you believe, I will follow. And I'll look at the goblin unhappily.
I'll look at the goblin and be like, why did you choose to steal from my pockets and not anyone else?
Well, you look like you had kind of shiny armor on. Wouldn't you steal from you as well?
I wouldn't steal.
Okay, I would.
And I'll just sit there and again, like, almost like reminds me of your 2 little friends that hang out with you. I'll just like realize the level of maybe intelligence, even if they're playing it off or not. Just I won't waste my time on them. I'll just sit there and walk away from them. I don't know. Let you decide.
You see the bugbear kind of turn around. Nut, get him out of here. I don't want him back here. Go into the other room if you want to talk. You can see the goblin kind of hop off of the chair. And,
All right. Well, we can discuss my punishment in the other room.
he kind of scutters over into the other room. You follow.
I follow. I'm keeping a close eye on this motherfucker.
How tall is he?
About your height.
Speak to
If
him
he's
face to
leading
face.
us out and we're pretty much on our way out, once we're out of range, I'm just gonna use the charge on the crystal on my staff and hit his leg, and then we can just walk out.
Okay. What is the? You talking about the runestone?
Yeah, the one we enchanted on.
Fuck
with
that guy.
Yeah, and it's on your staff striking, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead and expend a charge, and then I forgot what color
Are
yours
you
is.
okay with us beating up a poor little goblin?
I mean, he did steal.
I mean, nobody's gonna punish him.
That sounds like you are.
I'm chaotic. I'm not lawful. I'm fine with it.
I'm chaotic neutral. I just go with the flow.
He, in my eyes, If it would have been one of you guys, I would have harassed him. If it's me, it's a different thing. I want to see reason, or let's say the level of the punishment that he might be receiving.
I'm not talking death.
But whatever, he stole it.
What'd you roll to hit?
17.
Yeah, that hits. And the staff is striking, I believe, is a 2d4, might be 1d4.
I think it's a 1d6.
Plus a 2d4 for the...
1d...
Sorry, I was in the bathroom so long.
1d6 force damage. And I rolled a 2 on that.
It's okay to be a hypocrite. I'm chaotic. It's okay to be a hypocrite.
It also gives a +3 bonus to
As I
attack.
just stole it.
So I would actually roll a 20. That crystal though.
Was that a uncommon or rare?
The crystal?
Yeah.
Rare.
Rare, so 3d4.
Dude, you're gonna murk this guy.
Oh, my bad, bro.
You're attacking the goblin?
Well, I just hit him with the staff, you know. Can I just hit him with the staff of striking instead, not expend the spell slot?
Hold on. So you're attacking him?
Well, I'm just
No, you're gonna attempt to attack him?
No,
well, I mean, I'm
you already
hitting
rolled a
him.
hit. Yeah.
I'm hitting him. Like, we're walking out, and I'm just walking behind him as he's just not
Like
giving a
kneecapping
shit.
the fucker.
And I'm just, just hitting him in the behind the kneecap with my staff.
Okay, well, let's say I just realize what you're doing. I guess thinking I'll grab your staff after I see it once or twice, and I'll stop maybe the walking.
Well, you already hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Pay better attention.
It's not a lot of damage.
Who knows how much health this guy has?
Dude, imagine we have a dead goblin on our hands and we're bad guys all of a
Or maybe
sudden.
I guess I wouldn't say it. I'll see what you're doing, and for me watching you, you're just doing it
Just to
not
teach him a little lesson.
menacingly,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess,
just
but
trying
it's
to-
just
if nobody's gonna teach him a lesson,
me knowing you, looking at you, realize it's something
I'm not
that,
just gonna murder. Yeah.
Well, right, no, but it's that's kind of what happens around here. Maybe he just gets bullied or something, and then they just go away or whatever, you know.
I'm actually gonna
You're
expend
assuming
2
it's normal
slots.
retaliation?
Right. So okay, so I guess maybe I'll see that in 8.
8 damage. Yeah, you take your staff, and as he's kind of not skipping, but making his way into the other room. And as you guys are following, Bennett just takes his little staff. You in the back of his knee, and his knee hits the ground. What the hell is that for? He's on the ground now on his back. The hell was that?
Not stop walking and just look down and consider that your punishment. Maybe think twice before you think about stealing.
Kind of gets up. Well, thanks for that. I guess. Guess I kind of deserved it.
As we walk, are we walking out?
Yeah.
You're just in the other room now.
My bugbear friend in the other room would appreciate if I could recruit you for a job.
Well, we're leaving soon. You
Josh
can
hits
find
him.
out
You want a
quick
job?
or we're out of here.
I just saw that you guys made quick work of that beast
What
upstairs.
kind of job?
You'd have to kill another beast.
A bigger beast
Keep
than
going.
the one that was just killed.
I'm not sure.
Go get your buddy. If he wants to talk, we'll talk.
I'll be right back.
He rushes into the other room.
Limps into the other room.
I'll look to everybody and I'll just be like, so maybe he's stolen to get our attention.
Could be.
Tell me you're not that.
And I'll just shove you as soon as you say that.
I don't get the.
I'll shove you hard, too.
But you guys have a little moment in this room alone. You can almost see through the crack of the.
What's in the room?
An ox.
Not much. You just see crates,
No, we're in a separate room.
wooden crates up on the shelves, a couple of tools, and mostly this kind of looks like what would be a back room for helping out the oxen. You can see in the corners a pile of hay and some hair on the ground.
Is this one of the rooms we ran through to get to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I make perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
See if there's anything to steal.
A I charge up 2 more charges on the staff.
15.
Bad.
15. Looking around, not much of value that you think you would want to take. You see a lot of just tools, whether it be wrenches or clippers, a couple of horseshoes on the walls. This just kind of looks like the regular storeroom of this industrial building.
Okay, no, never mind. I'm good.
Let her rip. Why not?
You can hear the door shut as Goblin limps back in.
I was gonna give you a pair
Well,
of clippers for claws.
Yeah, he gave me the all good to go. Well,
Nice.
so yeah, the job would require you to go a place and kill a thing. And
I'm gonna stop you right there. This is a job he wants done. We will think about it, but I would like an explanation from him, not a thief who just stole from us.
I'll be right back.
I don't want to talk to this guy, guys. I'm sorry.
Walks through the door.
I'll look at you and I'll be like,
Door opens again. You can see the bugbear walk through.
Did the bugbear ever give us a name? His name?
No, I didn't.
Oh. So, no offense, I just would rather talk to someone who seems to have more of a head on their shoulders than Tiny over there.
Kind of adjusts his belt. So the job, you have to kill a flail snail.
And where might we find this flail snail?
Well, that's the tricky part. That's why I'll pay you some good coin to get her done.
What are we looking at for coin? We don't work for free.
Well, considering it's a dangerous job, most of my guys are either injured, one of them got eaten upstairs earlier.
what do you mean eating upstairs?
Well, you fought the thing.
No.
Looked like you took a big chunk out of your armor there.
Yes, it did.
But, seeing that you guys survived, that's why I wanted to ask you. So, I'll pay you half up front, and the other half when the job is completed. Now, it's a flail snail. Oh, you asked about coin. That's right. You can see him kind of reach into his pocket, feel around. I'll give you 5 platinum before, and 5 platinum after the job is done.
That's platinum. 1 platinum piece is
10
10 gold pieces.
So how much? How much
So
was
it's
it?
100
So he's
gold.
100 gold.
So the same as my dragon head.
Well,
Considering you accept, but let me tell you the details. A flail snail, I don't know if you've encountered one before, but it's a large snail. And it has flails on the front. Now these little spindly things are very sought after down here. And considering a lot of them have their natural habitat down here in the deeper, darker depths of the chasm, I'm gonna need the flails themselves. How you go about getting those is, well, I'm paying you. But you bring me 5 flails, and you'll get your other 5 platinum. Now, if you run off with my platinum, and I don't hear from you in, say, the next day or so, well, I have connections. But bring me these flails, you'll get your 5 platinum. What do you say?
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna need at least more than a day.
1 day ain't gonna work with
No.
us, buddy.
Like a week.
We can work on the payment terms. You seem like you'd be good, but
3 days on a tight schedule.
How
what
many
else?
flails does one snail have?
5.
Oh. You said 5, that seems like a weird number.
What all I can get.
Hey, old Benedict, is this? You think you know this area? This habitat, is that where the other lady asked us to go as well?
Let me see if I can't remember. 28.
What are you trying to recall?
If he would know if the flail snail, from what he's been told,
Basically
would be
just-
around. Do you remember that one shop that sold me the poison?
Like-
She asked us to go kill something.
She asked you to find a red coral.
Or what I would know about a flail snail, basically.
No,
Well-
I'm asking.
That's what I rolled for.
if a flail snail would be around the area of a red coral, because it both sounds like they're down below.
You would know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you would know the behir, kind of similar to the behir. The flail snails are down in the depths of chasms. Sometimes some go up, some go down. But you do know the coral is down by the sitlock and by the water.
Yeah.
And that's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Now, flail snails could be down there. You don't really know.
But they might be on the way to down there.
Or not even in there.
Yeah. Could really be anywhere, but other than the obvious where the city is. But that's choose you. Should you choose to accept, that'll tell you the details where you're going.
What are we doing? What do you guys think? 100 gold worth the trouble? How about the other parts of this flail snail? You got connections where we could sell any of those?
Yeah, like a
Or the
market or
flail's
something.
all that's worth it?
Maybe if we have like dragon heads or something, you know, of a underground
Or I'll tell you
market.
what. I don't know. Can I confer with my party for a second?
Alright, well, before you make a decision, he pulls out the 5 platinum. Maybe this will help you make your decision. And he hands you the 5 platinum.
Alright.
I'll be in the other room.
Well, what I'm saying is, I say, this is just an idea. We can see if he goes for it. I don't see us leaving town in the near future. We could, this guy, I don't know for sure, but seems like he's a man of his word. I say we say 1 up front, we get a week, 9 when we return. Everyone's happy. I think he's good for it.
We gave us 3 days for 5, so why not 2 for a week?
2 for a week.
Not just go all the way down to a 1.
I'm fine with that. 2 for a week, and he seems like he might have some connections. Total of 10 platinum and a connection to sell any goods we might find or have. Sound okay to you?
Sounds good to me.
The doors swing open. You can see Human bringing in a smaller wooden crate and it's kind of jostling his arms. Where do you want me to set this?
Don't ask the big guy in the room.
I'm bringing it over. Walks in.
I'm gonna peer on in and, hey, big buddy, I think we came to something we can agree on.
Comes back out into the room.
Well, I don't see us leaving the town. We do have a couple things to take care of. What do you say to this? 2 platinum up front. You give us 1 week. 8 platinum when we return. And when we return, you help us get some connections on where we might be able to sell some underground monster parts.
So you want an additional 2 platinum now?
No, just
no,
2.
I'll give you 3 back even. 2 up front, 8 when we return. We get 1 week, and you get us some connections if you seem like you might have a couple that won't be ripping us off.
Yeah, I like those odds.
Sound all right?
Well, on that, I'll say 1 condition. Whether you return or not, you could just die. But this job's, should you accept, I want you to know, as Shorty over here will tell you, this job comes with a certain discrepancy. You want to keep it under wraps when we're there down here. You get what I mean?
I think we're following. I think what you're saying could also earn us some coin, and I'll take out a couple monster parts and say some place where these might be able to be sold for a profitable price.
Well, I do know that expires in about a day, so if you wanted to keep it here, we do have a spot that we can keep it. Nice for you.
The hide.
Oh, it'll be here when you return. Yeah.
How, if it expires in a day, can I ask how you might be extending the life of the day?
We keep it cool.
Keep it cool. No, that's... And I suppose, it seems like I think we've reached an accord with this. We'll get more details, but on a friendly thing, would you by chance know any armor smiths or leather workers that could do something with said piece?
Well, that piece right there, do you mind?
I'll hand it over, and I'll also hand 3 platinum back over.
Well, yeah, you got a good, decent chunk here. This is hide, so Yeah, as you said, this can be made into any leather piece of armor. Some, or most people, seem to choose to put it on the front of their shields. But I do know a couple people in my connections that could fashion such a thing.
You know how much such a thing might run around?
Well, I would say, me personally, I would just sell it. Rather than paying somebody to turn it into an item.
You got connections to sell it? Can I leave it here, come back to some coin when we come back?
I could do that.
Oh.
And on that, I think I like your terms.
Oh, well, I will put my little bit of trust. I hope you. I believe you'll find me a good deal, and I suppose we'll see you in under a week.
Yeah.
I forgot to get to the name. My name's Ace, just so I can come back.
My name's Rolf.
Rolf.
Goes to shake your hand.
Well, Rolf, I'm glad we could strike an accord. I'm sure we'll be seeing in under a week, and we'll both be happy then.
Is my name funny to you? Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll point you where you're headed. I got this hide in the back of it for you. You hear the goblin in the other room. He just tosses the. Go put that in the cooler. Well, you're gonna be headed down to the soot log. Now.
Can I just, as we're talking finally here, can I try to make a, what's the insight check to see if my actions of thinking this guy's trustworthy are any legit at all?
Yeah, make an insight check. Have you ever been down to the soot log, Shorty?
He's
Nope,
trustworthy as fuck.
Just fished around in
Where'd
it.
you get a
Nothing all the way down.
6. For some reason, you can't really tell too much of what this guy's intentions are, but it seems mostly straightforward. Well, yeah, that's where you find the flail snail. You're gonna have to go down to the soot log. Now, the directions are, you want to go straight down the spiral staircase out the front, straight down, and then you take the long lock across the bridge down towards the docks. Now, it's very dark down there, and we have a rowboat waiting for you down there. Now, when you get in the rowboat, there's one lantern. It's hooded. You can keep it forward, turn it, see it however you want. But it's very dark down there. Now, the waters are dark as so. Nothing else is down there except for you and the Kuatoa. You guys know what Kuatoa are? Not even a little bit.
Nope.
You would know.
Yup.
I
saw that coming.
The Kuatoa are almost a fish people. They're kind of like Murlocs.
Murlocs!
Yeah.
I know them.
Dude, they pull quick. Be careful.
Now,
Are they friendly?
no.
Never friendly.
No, they are not. That's why you're getting paid so much platinum. However, they are, maybe, and you will probably, most likely, you're gonna run into some trouble on the rowboat, but you just keep pushing, and eventually, under the water, you can't really see it because it's too dark, but there's a deep end. Now, when it drops off, then you should be in the clear. However, most of the cabins, and you're most likely going to find a flail snail, in the tunnels under the water. It's scary, but you look like big boys. Now, you take these, and he slides the thing open. You can see glass bottles, reaches in. Oh, not those. Those won't do you. Oh, here you go. He pulls out 4 vials that almost look like potions, and almost a clear liquid. Hands them to each of you. These are potions of water breathing. Now, you'll be good for an hour. The rowboat, just leave it out there. We can get it back. However, take these potions right when you dip under, because you don't want it to run out. You're going to swim down, find a tunnel. It's going to be tricky. But once you find a tunnel, go through, find a flail snail. You bring back those flails, 8 platinum. Yours.
Well, I suppose, and you're gonna get that hide sorted for me?
Yeah, I can talk to my guy.
How about, on our way out, know if these would fetch anything, and I'm gonna show him green dragoness scales.
Oh. Now these are mighty fine. Tell you what, I'll buy these off you right now.
How much we talking?
How much you got?
Got 22 of them.
22.
Normally, if I do want to resell those, I need to make a profit. Let's say 5 gold apiece. And you can part with as many as you like, but I'll take them all off your hands right now.
Pretty much, this is metagaming. Not metagaming, just outside. Scales, that would be medium armor. No, that would be heavy armor, like scale mail.
It depends on how you want to use them. You could use those in just parts of like a leather armor to make kind of a lighter armor, or if you want to make whole thing, just flat, you know. So you can make those into many different armors.
How big are they?
Damn. I thought they were like this. Cool.
For a second there.
5 gold. Give me a deal on these. Can you give me something good?
Yeah.
Not turning around selling them for 10.
No, I'd be selling for about 7.
About 7. I feel a relationship. I'll give you. At the time being, I don't have a use for them. I think I'll give you all 22 of them.
Aye. Pulls open a bag, you can just like pour them in, but he hands you the gold.
Perfect.
How much was that?
110.
More than we're getting for the flail.
Yeah, more than we're getting for this.
I think you got all you need. So,
You sold all of them?
Well, thanks for the information. I suppose we'll see you in a few days.
aye. Good luck.
Walks into the other door. God damn it. No. Start bitching at him. And you guys are left the room to yourself.
I don't know about you guys, but I could use a good rest after that fight.
Yeah, that makes, I'm sure, 4 of us.
Which you guys were headed
To
before
the library.
because you couldn't find the plate armor. And then I believe
I wanted a magical weapon.
you wanted more new armor. Which
I got
did
new
you buy it some?
I bought him some.
But you guys were headed
Hold on,
towards
this
the
is not-
quarter straight, which Benedict knows is like the uptown, so that's more where the
Yeah.
better shops will be.
Uptown.
And like
So it's up to you. Where you want to go?
we can go to the quarter straight where the shops are.
Alright.
Yep.
And there's an inn there, if I do recall.
No, and in.
You don't like your house?
That got broken into and robbed and shot on the wall.
But Flovian.
So yeah, we'll go to the quarter straight, find some.
Easy enough. You guys make your way back out. The worker over by the oxen kind of just gives you a little glance. You just leave, and you can tell now that the oxen in the front in this worker area is a front for
119.
the den that you were just in. But you
I had a lot.
make your way up through the wharf quarter. You can see other buildings. You can see smokestacks that have smoke that billows up and then goes into another hole that goes through the stone, maybe coming out onto the top surface of the region up above. But you snake your way through, up bridges, around the spiral, come up, and you're actually don't come up to the same area because Benedict kind of knows the direction. But you get closer and closer to the quarter straight.
As we're walking, I'm gonna ask Benedict how Tivit's doing. After.
I'll reach in my bag and just kind of see him pop his head out, and I'll just kind of pick him up and put him on my shoulder.
It was pretty heated battle.
He's saying in your head.
Yeah, I'll
Wait, can't we all hear that now?
No, not yet.
He has to cast.
He doesn't even have a mouth.
Right, but then we.
It's only, that's a
That ran out.
Well, Benedict, how's Divot
Go to
doing?
sleep that powder shit stuff?
I'll,
Oh, I thought it was like something that we could hear him from the.
No, he has to powder us.
Well, the effect of the powder wore off already.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna.
Great.
His little head. Spores are gonna come
You
out.
can see Benedict squeeze his little cap on the top. Spores come out. You
just
just want to
gonna
hold your
sigh.
breath. You want to breathe it in.
I'll breathe it in.
I'll breathe it in.
I'm not opposed to putting dust in my nose.
Nope, I won't.
Not the first time I've
You want to hold your breath?
Yeah, I'll just be like, nope.
Well, as you go do a sigh, you're like kind of like, and then the spores are getting closer.
Yeah.
But all of you guys kind of breathe it in, do a little shake your head, but you can.
I'll look over and just
Look
is
around.
that a little bit more of an adventure than staying home.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty rough. How the fuck did you crawl on the ceiling?
Well, we got this cloak here that we didn't know the use of it, and when I used Identify, I found out that it was actually like a spider cloak.
You'll hear me go, like,
And give me a Constitution saving throw.
well, I have +3 to stay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So have you ever seen a beast like that? Probably not, huh?
No.
19.
19. You can see Kaladin almost getting a little purple as he's holding his breath. But
So he is not affected by the spores yet?
Nope.
So you had no idea we're talking about the cloak. You
That's
stop
right. That's right.
But you get a little purple around the cheeks as you holding your breath.
Okay, then that noise was me trying not to die from not getting
I'm gonna, as I see Kaladin doing this, I'm gonna go up behind him and just give him a whoosh on the back.
As he's doing that, nice little bop on the head one more time.
More spores. As he pats you on the back. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
No, look at it,
And
everybody.
disadvantage.
This is gonna be great. What is it?
Saving throw.
Constitution.
At disadvantage, baby.
At 20.
Roll
At
again.
disadvantage.
No. 8.
Yeah. Pass you on the back.
+1.
You breathe in the spores. The green. You can almost see it suck in. Kind of choke a little bit.
You hear his voice come in your head. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that was pretty cool.
So you like hit me, I'll just be up and he's no.
Well, I got Tip and just, it's okay. It'll take some time for him to get used to that.
Nah,
You got a prob?
No shrooms.
I just don't like hearing voices inside my head.
You see him plop as he kind of sits now on your shoulder as you guys are walking and is kind of twiddling his legs.
Where are we going?
Well, you know, Benedict, I was wondering if there's a Gilmore's Glorious Goods in town. Jay gets it. A magic shop.
There is. There is indeed, and I think we're heading right there.
Oh, sounds good. I'm looking to see what might be in stock today.
You would know you're looking for Florvis and Flamesies.
What kind? I don't know.
Forbes.
But as you guys make your way, you are now out of the wharf quarter as you come,
you, sir.
and the chasm. So when you came in initially, you see this huge chasm, and most of the terrace and the wharf quarter are kind of in the middle left, and the quarter straight is far down to the right, and it's almost on the right side of the chasm. Before way at the end, you can see the glowing glass windows of this massive structure that you just assume is the Wixius Athenaeum. But the quarter straight, you can almost see glowing lights that slowly span over the from the top of the buildings, and it's just a long straight of buildings on the side. And as you get a little bit closer, the rough cobblestone streets or wooden bridges on your way over there turn into more of a clean cobblestone street, kind of cut with workers on various sides, kind of doing a little sweeping. And you can tell this is more of the uptown. And the people that you see as you're walking over here now are more upstanding. They kind of have cleaner clothes. A couple of them are buttoned up and down. Any black leather that they're wearing is very shiny. And you're now on the main street. You're on this cobblestone street that shoots directly straight, and you can see the Athenaeum, maybe a quarter mile. That's how long and big this chasm is. But on your left and your right, you can see various buildings like studies and stores and a school. You see children kind of playing around through the windows as you walk by. What are you looking for?
Shops.
I'm looking for a magic shop.
Sure.
Magic items.
As you're going down, you can see buildings on the left and the right, and off on the right, in front of you, is the slumbering Cyclops. You can see the sign hanging down with the head of a Cyclops that has one eye, and they have Z's going up above his head. And this is the good inn in town, so you can sleep there. But you kind of know where you're going. You continue going. Now, are you looking for like a magic shop or
Magic
like,
items.
weapons, armors?
Trinkets, weapons.
Magical items.
You would know you're looking for two things: the star metal ingot and Florvis and Flimsies. But you just follow Benedict's lead.
As we're walking, I'm going to ask Benedict, because I'm sure he said something about this slumbering Cyclops being the good. I asked, well, what makes this the good one? There any ladies in the store, or anywhere around here for some activities?
Not that I'm aware of, unless, might have
I'll
to
be like,
talk
what do
to
you mean
somebody
by
at the inn, but I just meant in terms of staying at that inn, we might not get broken into, in the middle of our slumber, like what seems to happen at my house.
You could always go back to the potion shop.
I suppose,
Be like,
different
sure.
people have different definitions of good.
But as opposed to the market you were at earlier, you can tell these are permanent buildings, whereas the other ones were kind of temporary, almost tents, and people just set up. These are permanent buildings, and you can see the tops almost have tile roofs, even though you're in a cave. And some of the buildings at top, they have almost a skylight that seems to turn and slowly just shoots like a beam of light towards the top, which, as you guys are going down the street, you can see up above you is the almost crystalline window far up, hundreds of feet, which you would know is where the warden Illidrad stays. That's his quarters. But walking along, you pass the slumbering Cyclops, which is a larger building amongst the ones next to it, and you can see balconies offshooting and a person kind of looking out before they perch up their robe and shut the blinds. Before you come to a sign that you can see has a wand on it that with little sparks coming off. It says Florvis and Flimsies.
I'll point. That's our magic shop right there.
Walk up, you can see on the left and the right of these fancier wooden oak doors are windows, and they seem to be outperched. You can see mannequin on the left. He's going like this, and he has a red robe on. And then on the right, you can see different hands that are like mannequin hands, and they're holding a wand and another wand and a staff on the right.
I'm gonna mention to Kaladin that those hands might make him look big.
But you walk in, and immediately when you walk in, you can almost hear a little bit of music that seems to perch up, and you don't know where it's coming from. But on the interior, you come in, and there's a balcony on the top that seems to curve almost in a circular curvature up on the top. You can see different shelves up there, and different lights coming down. And under below, you see more yellowish lights, whereas the rest of them on the tippity top are white. You can see a glass, what do they call those?
Skylight?
Skylight up in the top middle, and right in the middle in the center, wood floor, and you can see a red carpet, stark red carpet, a circular one right in the middle. And on there are, I can't find the word, a desk. What's the fucking word? I don't know.
For what?
Explain it a little bit. A circular on the carpet.
Crust.
I can't think of the fucking
Is it
word.
like
it's like the desk where they
like display
sell
case?
things. Kind of, yeah.
But a circular display case.
Yeah. But in the middle, you can see a worker sitting there. It's an old lady, a very tall human with gray hair. It's perched up.
Like a reception
Kind
desk
of.
or something?
And a counter.
What the fuck else would it be?
A counter. Why can't I think of counter? But yeah, you can see the glass display cases on the counter with similar hands and displaying different objects in there. And then on the walls underneath the balcony are just items. You can see different robes and books and scrolls. But this lady,
Welcome to Florvis and Flimsies. Would you like to look around, or do you need any help?
Well, we could look around some, but you have any fine items that you'd care to tell us a little about?
Before you walk any further, just kindly, if you would, lift your feet.
You kind of turn around, you can see a broom coming up to brush on the bottom of your boots. They get kind of the mud and the dirt off of.
Is there anybody using the broom, or is
some
it just
good
like,
hospitality?
We like to keep it clean.
is there anybody using the broom, or is it just kind of like magically doing its own
It's
thing?
just floating.
Okay.
Well, you can go atop and peruse upstairs if you like. That's where most of our scrolls and other tomes are. Whereas down here you can find various magical items. Or, in this centerpiece, we have our very rare items.
Oh, some rare items. Would you care tell me about a few that you find mighty interesting, just so I can see what you might have?
Take a step right over here.
Do you guys want to look around or just...
Get
I'm talking
closer.
to a hot lady, okay? Leave me alone.
Are you sure she's hot?
Old lady? Dang, my type. No.
You guys just follow Ace?
Yeah.
Well, this right here might interest you maybe. I see that you have a fine cloak on. This is a cloak of protection.
And it's rolled up. You can see a gray, almost just a roll of cloth.
But this is a robe that this will protect you. And it's not very heavy.
From?
I'm not sure where it's from.
No,
we
no,
didn't
like
procure
protect us from what?
everything. Anything that would wish to harm you?
Is this something that's gonna give me a +2 day? No.
How much?
Well, that will run you about 250 gold. Or, if that's too pricey, let me find something that,
She kind of goes around the circular desk. And
That's not too
she has like
bad.
half moon glasses on. And she kind
How
of
much did I
picks them
give
up.
you?
I took it off.
I know how much.
this here,
And she kind of opens the case and pulls out a lantern. You can see it's a hooded lantern, and on the front is almost a crystal eye.
well, turn it on here.
You can see the
So it's a
beam.
lantern.
Yeah, it's a lantern.
This here,
She sets it.
this here is a lantern of revealing. Not only does this give you impeccable light, but you can maybe see invisible foes.
How does it work in the water?
In the water,
Yeah, the water.
I believe this would illuminate magical darkness, so yeah, go a decent beam in the water as well.
So it's waterproof.
It is magical. There's no
She kind of opens a door on the back, and there's no candle inside.
How much is that?
something that's for 180 gold.
Would you take 230 for the cloak?
I could do that.
Alright. Hand her 23 platinum.
Oh, there you go.
She takes out the cloak and goes to hand it to you. It's almost sparkly gray.
Nice. I'll take it.
There you are.
Thank you.
Well, if you guys would like to peruse some more,
She kind of walks over and opens up the little thing to walk past the desk.
back here,
And she's kind of walking, and her robes flowing on the ground behind her. You just kind of briskly follow her over. She starts pointing at the shelves around the side.
this here is a dragon-touched focus.
And she takes off a necklace. You can see just like the twine that doesn't look very interesting, but
This here is what you're looking for. This is a dragon claw from a red dragon. You wear this around your neck, and you can get a jump on your enemies. Always stay focused.
it would give you advantage on initiative.
What's the cloak do?
Goes and hangs it up. You don't know yet.
Alright.
Well, if that doesn't interest you either,
Just boost your confidence.
I'm looking for, say, maybe a service or a weapon. I'm looking, would you know anyone who can help enchant some weapons, or would you have any magical weapons, either or?
That's what he means.
we don't necessarily specialize in weaponry, physical weaponry. Maybe something akin to your taste or your taste. Wands and staves of such. But if you're looking for that, just go right across the street, down a few buildings, and you can find the Star Metal Ingot.
Anything a bard might find useful? Specifically?
A bard. Well, I see you have some instruments there.
I have a flute.
Well,
It's not a good flute, but it's a flute.
shite out of luck at the moment. I believe we have a shipment coming in with various magical instruments. So if you're going to be here in about... Let me check.
She runs over behind the thing. You can see her lift up a little, rifles through some sheets.
Tomorrow at noon.
We'll still be in town by then. Might have to stop by.
Might have to swing back.
You have any crazy stabs or maybe spells from like a spell scroll that I could?
Any spells you're looking in particular?
Some higher caliber, maybe a 3 or a 4 difficulty.
You want to hand me the player handbook?
We have various scrolls atop. If you'd like to make your way up there, feel free. You look like a fashionable fellow. What is your name?
Ace, madam.
Ace. Well, this here.
He kind of walks over to the right side of the room. You can see her
It's
take
the
down a
door.
hat that's almost a maroon color, and the brim is wide, whereas the top is kind of short and has a almost a purple reddish feather that comes off of the back. And she takes it. And
This here is the hat of disguise. I think it's very self-explanatory.
she kind of puts it on, and her whole form shifts into exactly what you're wearing.
Oh, madam, how'd you get even better looking?
It doesn't exactly fit me.
Goes back.
I think I have something that helps me in that department, but thank you for thinking of me.
Very much.
You have, by chance, any small other jewelry besides the necklace?
Well, this particular item could be fashioned with its enchantment onto, say, a ring, if you're looking for that.
Looking for a ring of some sort. Do you, by chance, do any enchanting here or anything? Know anyone around here that would do something like that? I'm gonna pull out the blue sapphire with the white center that's worth 1,000 gold and ask if she knows anything, anywhere I could help use this as anywhere I might use this as part of an enhancement someone could help me with.
Well, that's a very valuable gem you have there.
I'll take it.
Whether you choose to use it to enchant that gem, or others, I know other people, for your instance, could sell that gem, get one that looks very similar but is cheaper, and then you can use the gold for that, for the enchantment. But we do not do that here. You do that over at the Star Metal Ingot.
They do pretty good on prices over there.
I'm not exactly sure.
Well, if they're across the street from some place as hospitable as you, I have good hopes for them.
I appreciate that.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Ben's like charm person.
Don't need
Did you want to go look at the scrolls?
Just a natural riz.
I'll just take a quick peek because I'm
Yeah.
more interested in these things.
Rifling through, you can find a scroll of blink
Oh.
spell, a scroll of sending, and a scroll of tongues.
Oh,
Ben could use the scroll of tongues.
damn straight.
Out of curiosity, how much are you asking for the blink or the tongues spell scroll?
Did you grab those on the 2 or 3 shelf?
The 3 shelf.
3 shelf.
The 2 shelf, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely the 2 shelf.
No, you got them off the 3 shelf.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
Well, those will run you about 20 gold apiece.
And you said you had staffs here?
We do, however, they are not magical, but they are very
But-
finely crafted staffs.
So maybe an upgrade to this and I take out the wooden quarterstaff.
Yeah,
That's just a wooden quarterstaff.
yes,
Just a stick you found in the woods.
very much so.
Okay, you think we can maybe work out like a bundle deal?
With
These
what?
2 spell scrolls and a staff if I find one
Hey.
I like.
So you have a black cloak. Maybe this one will interest you.
She reaches down, you can. She pulls out a staff that looks like wood and almost wiggles, and it's made out of a black wood. just comes up to a smooth top. Very
Is it
simple.
Halfling size.
This is very strong wood. I'm not going to try and bend it or anything, but I believe you can trust my word. Tell you what, I'll throw this in with the scrolls, and it'll only be an additional 10 gold.
I'd say that's fair enough for your hospitality and your help. And I'll hand her 50 gold.
Thank you. Any of the other items interest you?
John.
So happy I could help.
Well,
No other trinkets or armaments of protection of any sort?
if you're looking for protection, well, the cloak was just purchased by a friend here.
Oh, yeah.
However, I believe most of your interests you're looking for at Star Metal Ingot.
Hey. Well, thank you so much for your hospitality. I'm glad we could do a little business here, and thank you for the kind information.
Thank you.
A wink.
Spread the word. Florvis and flimsies.
Well, shall we get on over? See if we find
Across the
something
street.
else we're looking for?
Let's
Sounds like a
do
plan.
it.
Got a mighty fine cloak there, Chad.
It's pretty sparkly.
Looking good on you.
Thank you.
That looks very soft. Super
Paladin, I think we need to get you something.
Yeah, I'm looking to.
That cloak of protection, I think you need something like protection after that last fight, buddy.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they have at the next shop.
Yeah, your armor's a little beat up.
I'm just beat up in general. I've been throwing myself in the shits ever since we grouped up. Get my ass kicked all the time.
But you make your way over to the star metal ingot, and easy enough, you find a sign with an ingot that looks like it's almost shiny, painted on the side. But approaching, you can see the front is somewhat similar to the Florvis and Flimsies, but on the front are iron bars. You can see them slatted, almost a crosshatch. We walk up, and heavy metal door, fully metal. But you walk up, grab the handle, slide it open, walking in. You get immediately the scent of almost brimstone or ash. You walk in, and on the floor, completely stone, the entire building, and it's almost arches that come up like a very structural building that's reminiscent of a dungeon of types. But on the floor, you can see small rivers where there's almost lava flowing, but there's glass over the top. And it all flows back to the back, and you can see one forge. You can see a mouth of almost a gargoyle or a dragon where lava pours out into this pool. You can see towards the back a dwarf pulls out a massive iron bar of sorts, but it's flat. Not quite a sword yet. Step over to the front there.
Well, howdy, partner. Floris and Flimsies, whatever the name. No, Floris and Flimsies.
Florvis and Flimsies, yeah.
They highly recommend you. I'm Ace. We might be looking for a few things if you could have a spare moment to help us on out.
Well, nice to meet you, Ace. Doing something real quick. Hold up. And he goes, hands it over, and you can see another dwarf off to the side with a big black beard. Takes it. I'll take it from here. Kind of goes to stab it in the water. But, well, nice to meet you, Ace. I'm Durir.
Doomrear, wow.
Well,
Mighty fine name that you got there.
Well, if you're looking for anything in particular, I can help you.
Well, I think one thing, us as a party here, I think our big dragonborn over there is looked a little bit better some other days. You got any fine magical armor by any chance that we could take a look at for this pal?
Yeah, right. You walk right past him. You can kind of follow him. He's very short, and he has a red kind of a stubble. But he walks up, and you guys walk past, and on the left side and the right side are weapons and then armor. But he kind of points out to the right side where the armor is, and you can see a wall. And almost on the top is almost a glass case that's at an angle. You can see various armors that are tilted almost above you, and then below various other armors that don't look as fancy. But yeah, you friend, you look like this is your home. You look a little beat to shit.
I laugh.
I can help you out with that. He walks up and slaps a big dwarven hand onto this plate mail. This right here is super shiny. Kind of shakes it a little bit. Very sturdy. It's a little upgrade from what you're wearing there. However, and he kind of goes and reaches inside of it. The entire interior has fur. He kind of flicks it on the ground. But it's very comfortable. This is better than your average plate mail, however. Look, it is heavy, and I think you can take it.
Could I try to put it on?
Yeah,
Like, how does it look? I guess, like, how does the...
Yeah, the plate mail, it looks like there's chain, and then there's also fur underneath. And then over the top are plates that come down. It's slat, slat, slat.
Gives you
But you can go try it on right here. You're going to have to take that off.
Okay, well, I'll take it off, but it pretty much just, like, let's say falls, like, apart.
Yeah. Some of the leather straps are probably cut, so not all there. But just slip it over the front. Kind of helps you get it on. And you get it on, and it's not too tight, but it feels a lot better than your past armor. And you can tell this is very finely crafted armor. It's like almost shiny. You guys watch as Caladan puts it on, and all the orange glow from the lavas in the corner almost reflect off of his armor, but it looks...
I'll turn around and be like, what do you think?
Yeah, looks good on you.
How much does something like this cost?
Well, that there, the plate, that's mostly expensive of the armors that we have. Unless you're looking for something a little bit lighter. This will run you about 60 gold.
You have anything that might add more protection being magical by any sense? Or is this something one of your findings?
Well,
Is this what you would consider a high quality item, or do you have something maybe a little bit?
It's fooled me because it looks so good.
Let's
I don't
just
believe
say
there
we
is
get
something
into a
that-
lot of situations where
He could use all the protection he could get.
yeah, I can tell. When he looks at the other armor, it's just like...
Let's just say this
Split
used
open.
to be decent armor.
He thinks hit first, ask questions later sometimes to the monsters.
Well, I mean, you can peruse if you like. We got weapons over here, right over here, are all of our armors, and right next to where you grabbed that plate armor, you can see other like chainmails, studded leather, things of the sort. But all of those on the bottom are +1s. So the armor that you have on right now is a +1. So you get a +1 to AC. However, I think you'd like this top here. He goes and pulls a heavy chain, and the glass almost turns from an opaque to a translucent. And immediately your eyes shift to the middle, and you can see a plate armor, similar to one that you're wearing now, but it consists of shaped interlocking metal pieces to cover the entire body. And the metal is a silvery blue color with gold filigree all throughout it. And it includes gauntlets, heavy boots, a visored helmet, and thick layers of maroon padding underneath the armor.
Now that is
That's
beautiful.
what we're
Beautiful, if I
talking
do
about.
say so
That's
myself.
beauty.
How did you happen to get your hands on something like that?
Well, that's been crafted at Gildavane. I paid a pretty price for that.
Is Gildavane in Basinport?
It's,
Oh, it's actually a place. Okay.
And you guys would know Gildavane is the massive dwarven city where the mountain, biggest mountain of the Torrid Reach peaks, is split down the middle, almost like a god's sun, down straight through the middle of the mountain, and the city is built atop, in between the mountain. It kind of stretches into the mountain. And in Gemdrill, where you're at, when the city was built, it was and all of you guys would know this, it was short-lived for... They thought they found like a good mine like Gildavane, and a lot of people and prospectors came here, but they quickly found out that there isn't much gems. But over in Gildavane, that's where they mine and get a lot of gems, a lot of precious metals. It's very much like the spot, you know.
They're like master crafters over there too.
Yeah. But this right here is also magical. It's called the Armor of Invulnerability.
well, I like the sound of that.
It sounds expensive.
Well, not only does it shield you from physical harm, but magical as well.
I'll show like visible interest in the armor. Now, what would something like this cost?
Oh, that beauty right there. He looks up towards it, and you can see a sparkle in his eye because he's so proud. That'll run you 15,000 gold.
And what's the armor you're wearing cost?
Well, the other one costed 60, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Baby steps.
as much as it pains me to say, I don't think that is going to be something in our price range today. Do you have something
It's
maybe
alright.
between these two? But thank you for letting us even witness this beauty. That is
I'll
something.
sit there and
Beauty.
I'll be admiring it too. You know.
I'm sure he'll be back for that sometime.
You have something maybe in between the two of those?
None of sorts in right now. If you're looking for anything in particular, I could maybe procure it for you. It'll take a little bit.
I don't have a DM handbook, so I don't know what this
You can see steam almost rising from the back of the room. Well, if you'd like to look at the weapons,
Yeah, I got a couple other questions as we'll keep thinking on the armor. I do got a couple questions. Over at what the fuck is that shop's name?
Flovis and Flimsies.
Over at Flovis and Flimsies. I showed them this, and I'll take out this blue sapphire. And she said maybe this is something that I could sell or we could work into a trade on over here. And
that's-
perchance, you know anything, could you find any way on helping me enchant a weapon, or do you have many magical weapons?
Alright, we can do that. A lot of questions there. Well, we'll start from the top. The gem itself, I'd be happy to purchase it off of you. Or if you'd like to embed that into some sort of a weapon or armor of sorts, we can also do that. It'll cost you a little bit of a price. However, if you're looking for any weapons or anything really in particular that we don't have here, we can either craft it or outsource it.
Well, I'm looking for two things, I suppose. I'm gonna take out my... I'll start with the first. I'll just take out my normal metal cards. I was wondering if there's a way you think we could... And I'll just be playing with them.
A very curious weapon you have there.
I had a way of making the edges unnatural sharp, do a little something extra of some sort. If you had anything such like that we could do.
I see, you got a little bit of metal on that. We can make something work with that, yeah.
Yeah, you think so? Well then, we can look into that just quick as we're talking. I do also have these, and I'll pull out my deck of effects. These are magical cards. They were my aces, one sec. I don't have aces, so they're twos. These here, they got some magical properties to them. And when I throw and hit, different effect may happen. Do you know anyone who can enchant maybe spells of some sort into cards themselves?
Well, I take mighty pride in what we do here at the Star Metal Ingot, and we can copy that enchantment. You might have to leave them with me for a day or two before we can fully procure such an item, but I don't see an issue with us making copies of it, if you will.
I'm gonna hand him one.
Takes it.
And let him look at it for a sec. How much do you think getting... Say, how much do I fucking have?
How many do you have?
3.
All left?
Well, how much you trying to make?
I'm saying I'm looking... Stock myself around
About
12 of
200.
them. So,
Teleport.
9 cards? How much do you think 9 cards would run around?
9 cards. Well, I haven't really spent time with these to know the proper enchantments or abilities of these cards in particular, but to give you a general price,
No quotes. I'm taking your word, if it's something special,
Alright.
we can work on it.
Alright. He kind of takes a peek towards the back, and you can see more towards the back. You can see the almost process of these various areas where they not only make metal and armor and things of the sort, but there's almost a magical aspect to them as they're forging them. I think per card, obviously higher with the price of adding the enchantment onto them. I'd say 100 gold for the labor of learning the enchantment and adding them to the cards, and then per card, depending on how bad it is or hard to do and materials required. I suppose these are iron here. Let's say about 20 gold per card.
Well, let's ponder the thought. We'll keep perusing.
And I assure you, all of our crafts here are done so in a very particular manner. We are very careful with how we forge things, and I like to run a tight ship.
I'll pull out the silver crown that I have, and I'll be like, "Do you know anything of this crown by chance?" And it's let me see. I think it was a silver crown, but this was the most.
Did that have a gem in it still? Or no?
No, but it was the most expensive item we found, and that was worth 2,500.
Yeah.
So I'll pull this out and I'll be like, "It looks like it's value, but I don't." Everybody I've given this to doesn't really know the origin of it. I was wondering maybe somebody.
Do you mind?
Of course.
This here, and he kind of runs his hands over it, breaks it. Well, with the filigree on the front and the design, yeah, this is very finely made. This is silver. If you were to melt it down, it would lose a lot of its value. However, I'd buy this off your hands right now, I'll tell you what.
Do you know if it's something you're supposed to complete? Grab it, and I'll be like, it looks like, because we found it with a gem, or there was maybe an implication where it looks like you could slot something into that centerpiece.
Oh, there's a slot there, yeah.
And I'll be like, do you know maybe if this could be a bearer of a magical item that enhances this crown, or why is it?
I don't believe there are any magical properties on there. Maybe some of the fancy folk or uptown people, maybe in base and port top area, would wear such a jewelry just with a gem inside. I think that would look fine with a diamond.
Would you mind me asking you what you would offer me for something?
Let's say 3,000 gold.
Okay, and I'll just nod and I'll be like, maybe I'll keep it here. I'll keep it with me for now to do some research, but I would definitely be interested in taking that trade, or maybe making a deal with you here in the distant future, maybe to help even pay his cards, or
Sure.
see if we can negotiate something else in the store.
Well, let me show you some weapons. He kind of walks over. We don't have to roleplay at all, but he shows you a dagger of venom. You can see it's a serrated Damascus blade. Ooh. You can use this to poison your enemies. And he shows you a long sword that has a silvery blue blade, very finely crafted, and there in its hilt is a sapphire that emits almost a magical visage of a shield from different angles. This here is the Defender's Sword. 300 gold pieces for the dagger, and 9,000 for the sword.
It can stay the Defender's Sword.
With the daggers, is there... this is so meta shade, I'm sorry. Is there any chance to get an enchantment on them of returning?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
Oh, the cards?
No, like when you throw the dagger, it hits, it automatically comes back to my belt.
I believe that we could outsource such an enchantment. I don't believe we have one in the books here, but that would be a little bit pricey, but I can get it done.
Got a rough estimate on that one?
I'll have to get back to you on that one.
How about these just normal cards? You got a way of making them more lethal?
More lethal? Aye. Yeah. We could sharpen the edges, use a little bit better for finely made metal.
Finely made metal? How much would cards like that cost?
You mind? He goes and takes one. He kind of balances it on his finger. Well, the balance could use a little bit of work. Depends on how good you want these to be.
Give me a high, medium price. What are we looking at here?
Well, how much of these you got?
I have no idea how many I have. Shit, I have a deck.
Oh yeah, because they're like infinite. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would take all yours right now and fix them up on the low end, a little bit of sharpness, maybe 200 gold. High end, it would make them very, very sharp and do a lot of damage. I'd run you about 1,000.
Talking about that gem, how much do you think that gem would be worth in a trade?
The sapphire you got there. Well,
You can take a look if you want.
Sure.
Yeah,
You can kind of see him kind of reach in his breast pocket and pulls out almost, not a scale, but a little metal tool that he uses. It kind of drops it in there. Kind of moves a little bit. Little metal pieces. Oh, yeah, this is fine right here. He goes to hand it back to you. I'll buy that off your hands right now for about 2,000.
And then we still have the glass eye too, right?
We could get half a longsword.
And we haven't really gotten an answer of what that is as well. So I guess I'll pull that out for his opinion, being that we're
Pulling what
here, that glass eye. And I'll just be like, this is the only other item I have, and I'm not quite sure what it is. And I'll laugh, and I'll be like, and I've got a couple opinions, but any thoughts?
Well, just looks like a glass eye to me. That might be a material component for maybe casting a spell. I know we use such shorts to consume the item to create the enchantments. However, there is a price for those, and I don't know, probably maybe 50. I'm not really too sure about that one.
So we could use this item to break it down to put an enchantment, and then use that enchantment on something.
Aye.
Did you just say "I" about the eye?
Does anything very useful come to mind when you have a component like this? Let's say if you had something like this, what's something considerable as an enchantment that you would make?
Oh, well, I'm not too well versed on. It's hard to explain. Let's just say maybe they would know more about that down at Flovis and Flimsies.
Okay. I'll just nod. I'll just put it back. Kind of whatever.
I'll take out my new staff and reach into my bag and pull out this red gem stone and
So what?
Red gemstone.
Oh, the bloodstones. Yep, you got those in Foxfield sarcophagus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe however much they were, they're 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
So however much you have, you can sell those to them.
That could be a delicacy.
Could I? So I'll just ask him.
What do you think about that armor?
Any way do you think
crazy.
No,
this
it's cheap
stone
armor.
could be used in a way
The 60 gold.
to get enchanted to this
The
staff
+1 AC.
for
Yeah, I mean it's better than what I have.
any purpose, any
And it's only
use
60
in the
gold.
midst of a battle?
I mean, I spent 230 on a cloak. that I
Well,
don't
in
know
general,
what
I'll
else
just
the
say,
sword does.
oh,
but it's not great.
so there's like items like the gems, for example. They're not
Technically.
enchanted yet. So like those are just you have like a thing, right? Almost like you guys have played Skyrim.
But to my understanding, you can enchant a
I'm
metal
gonna be
dagger
honest.
as
I
much
saw
as
this
I mean,
and I was
we
like,
could
"Yo,
always
that's
go
sick."
crazy, just kill it.
Oh no, that's already enchanted.
Okay. Could I do that to this one or no? And then put it on the staff and then
Correct.
use
I mean,
that
yeah.
ability?
I mean, yeah, you literally any enchantment can go on like pretty much anything. Like
You
can
don't
have
need
a
it.
silver ring, a gold ring, a platinum ring, a ring with a gem on it. You know,
you don't need the
whatever
gem
it is.
for an enchantment, right?
Correct. You can literally enchant like anything.
I'm
But
gonna,
some people might like, you know, a diamond ring. You know.
yeah. I'm gonna ask him and see if I can get that enchantment.
I didn't read exactly what the enchantment was, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't even know if it was. It's just that's what I got from just Bloodstone.
Yeah, is there a way we can
So I didn't
look
know
up
if that's like
enchantments?
actually what it was.
DM
You know what I mean?
It's unfortunate.
that's sick. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. All right. What do you think that would run? I could leave it overnight or something for you, a couple days.
You want to look at the thing again? In parentheses, does it say the wondrous?
I wish we'd get
whatever.
15,000.
Wondrous
gold
item
together.
very rare. Requires a tune
Chad,
up
how
by
much gold do you
spellcaster.
have?
Not a lot. We can do that enchantment. I can get
Maybe I
that.
took
You
all-
want it on one of those stones?
26 platinum.
Yeah.
Do you want that stone
Yeah, that was
embedded in something?
260.
I just spent
I'll take off
230.
my back the new black
cloth.
staff.
Yeah, 230.
I'm thinking this
You don't
might
have
be
much
a
platinum.
good
Yeah,
fit.
I had two.
That's a
20
fine
that's
craft
23
right there.
platinum.
How many
Got
do
it
you
across
have?
the street.
0 now.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Let's say they can
Took
embed
it
that
all
stone in
my
there,
God.
get that enchantment on there
Never
for
gave
you.
it back.
Again, it would take some time because I'd
So
have to
he's just been,
outsource.
like,
I'm not
buying
sure if we
little
got that
things
enchantment
here.
in the back.
Of course.
But
don't know.
let's say they run you about 400 gold for all of it. You get the staff with the enchantment on the stone.
Let's do it. Thanks, Johnny.
So you're gonna hand over the
How much did I
staff.
give
You're gonna
you to
hand
begin
over one
with?
of the stones.
I
And the
have
gold.
6.
You used it all.
I have 6.
How much did I originally did you
Worth.
take off me?
No idea. All of whatever you had.
Did you ask about the Dragon's Claw?
So this guy can enchant items.
Or
And
send
is
him
he
out or
very-
whatever.
How would
He's
I
got
know?
the juice.
Yeah, but so how? What?
What did he do for you?
How would I know? Whatever. I'm just gonna give him to my mom. And I'll just be like, I've never even considered enchanting a weapon. What could you do to something like this? And I'll just put it on.
Well, this is a pretty finely made weapon right here. However, I think you'd be interested in something like this. He kind of points over towards the weapon wall, and where he pointed out the dagger and the sword. Similarly to the other side, under below it on the bottom, are different weapons. You can see all different types of metal weapons and a couple mauls. And there are some who they're magical, but they're +1s. A little more finely made than your mauls per se right now.
What?
So a +1 maul gives you a +1 to the attack roll and the damage.
Oh, okay. How much is one of those?
100 gold.
And I'll like look at mine and I'll be like,
Well, can he
I was
enchant
getting-
his maul?
almost
you
getting
what,
sentimental with it, and I'll just be like,
If you trade me that one right now, I'll give it to you for 10 gold.
I don't know. I suppose I'll like sit there. We've had our fun. And I'll be like, I'll kind of grab it and I'll just hand it to you, and I'll just be like,
Hey friend, I know the feeling, don't worry. This one here is very finely crafted and you'll find yourself attached to it real soon.
how does like the top of it look like or whatever?
Yeah, you can see the maul from the bottom has a almost black, kind of a leather up maybe 2 feet up the handle before it, right after the lever, thickens out a little bit. And it's almost a geometric shape going up until the middle. It's kind of thin and then it widens out. It's 2 just flat, almost circular, I don't know what you call that. Yeah, on the sides.
Okay. Is it heavier than the one I have?
Maybe a little bit lighter.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and then
Give it a couple test swings around there.
Okay. I'll grab it,
Just kill
and the
him.
first thing I'll do, who's closest to me?
Chad,
How close is he to me?
like 5 feet.
I'll be like, think fast, and I'll swing it, but I'll like swing it over your head more, but I'll just yell at you. I said
Dex
swing
saving
this
throw.
thing.
And you get advantage. You get advantage because you're within 10 feet of him.
Dex?
Dex saving throw.
20?
Yeah, he ducks away.
Not natural.
And swinging it, you can tell this one way easier to swing, and the leverage of it, you can just really right when you want to hit something, the almost like fulcrum point of when it's going to do the most damage. Just, you can really get the leverage on it.
I'm just gonna look at you like what the hell?
Damn it.
Just gotta make sure you're on your feet, and I'll just joke around, and then I'll like turn to you, and I'll be like, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, so you can write down +1 maul. Or next to you are a maul in the equipment.
Maul
Just
+1.
write +1.
Did you get that other plate armor?
Dude, it's 15. Oh,
No,
60?
60 gold one.
No.
Did you want it?
So you're just rocking.
Yeah, we don't have to roleplay the rest, but if you guys want to buy any
how much
things
would
that
a
I
Dragon
mentioned,
Nest claw cost? That 8-inch one we got. How much would he
The
sell
claw?
that? How much would he buy that from you for?
he would buy that one, but you could buy it at the Florvis and Flimsies would buy that. 50 gold.
50 gold.
And then
how
in your
about-
maul, where it's to the right of it, where it says attack bonus,
Mm-hmm.
just increase that by 1.
Okay.
How about trinkets like rings
then
of
it's,
protection or something? You said they might have
additional
any
damage,
something
right?
here.
Is it like
Yeah.
3d6?
It's 3d6 plus. What does it say?
3d, or no, it's 2d6 bludgeoning +5.
Yeah, so it'd be a +6 then.
Oh, so it's just +6 now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand him the staff and the bloodstone and the 400 gold, and then say, Well, there's just about my whole life savings right there. But oh, I do happen to have this Dragonel Claw. Is there any chance maybe you could throw a bundle in and make this into a little dagger for me on the side? Just for some self-defense?
Yeah, you could do that. Not terribly hard to do that, but you could just pick that up with your staff and everything, and then I'd say maybe 10 gold.
How's about 6?
Yeah, we could do 6, but he'd make it a little bit less, just quickly. So it's just like a dagger.
You can ask your party members for gold too.
Y'all got 4 gold?
Oh, you already said 6. You're good to go.
That's okay.
I mean,
Fat
yeah.
But if you guys don't want the dagger
No.
or the sword,
Yeah, but I don't know you took my money.
What does the sword do?
That is true.
Sword of the Defender.
I wonder if I would have been like picking up on
How much
it,
does it
like,
cost?
This guy used to be
9,000.
broke.
9,000. So
400
it's a
gold?
+3
Sure.
longsword,
You,
and it has the effect
like feel in
of
your pocket.
you can take your damage modifier on the weapon and convert that to your armor class for a round.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So if you're at a +3, you can convert all 3 of those points to your AC.
What would those super sharp
Dude, you
daggers
could
do?
shield
I thought it
me.
was the
You
other
could
way.
shield me, and I could do that.
What
And I'd
is that?
have 40
For 1,000
AC.
gold,
I
you can
thought it
make
was
my
the other way
normal
around.
card
And
super
if you were
sharp.
like
What does that
20
mean? Or
AC,
enchanted?
Plus
or-
three.
convert it,
Plus
so we
3.
were like +23. And I was like, damn.
Does anyone need anything else, or can I start?
I'm gonna also say I will buy the armor, and I'll hand you 60 gold for the
The
plus
60.
1.
Yep. So you get plate mail, which is also a +1.
You should see
Plate mail's
I'll
18.
probably
if you can enchant the plate mail on your.
I don't know what plate
I opened
mail
up the
is.
perfect page, bro. for
Plate
track.
is
Or
18.
is that what you were looking at?
Is that what plate mail is?
Yep, so plate mail is 18 armor class.
Plus
You have to
1.
have a strength of 15 though. Probably fine.
Oh, easy.
And
20.
you have disadvantage on stealth checks when you have that on. But it's 18, but it's actually 19 because it's a +1.
Yep.
Do you have any rings of protection of anything here?
Yeah, you can get a ring of protection.
What does that do exactly?
It gives you a +1 AC.
How much
yeah.
does that run?
Yeah.
How do I find out what my clothes
How
is?
many?
I need one on each finger.
Dude, if
Oh,
that's
by
case,
the
I'll have-
way, these +1s items require attunement.
Mhm.
So you have a max of 3 items to attune. 2.
What does my clothes?
How much for
you
the?
don't
Would
How do I
the-
find out? Do I have to attune to
You
it?
can identify it,
Oh.
or you can attune to
For a
it.
price.
How much do those
Listen
rings
here.
cost?
For a +1 ring, that would be 500. For a +2, that'd be 2,000,
Copper?
and for a +3, that'd be 12,000.
I'm
rings can
going to see the rings and.
How much do you? What didn't he say you have something that sells for 2,500?
3,000.
He said,
3,000
yeah,
a
I would
crown.
dump that for 3K.
Yeah, but shouldn't do we have
That's
any
what
other
that's,
use?
I-
for that?
that's what
Should
I'm
you
getting
sell
to
that?
there.
I identified
Mr.
it. It
fucking-
doesn't do anything.
Huh?
I identified it. It doesn't do anything. It's just a hunk of silver. But you do, as you do.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. So I was gonna pull it out, and after seeing the rings, I'm gonna.
Maybe
offer
he wants to
take
get it
maybe the-
enchanted and he wants to wear it.
Could I enchant that crown with like the +1 AC stuff? And wear that?
Yeah.
But why would I
Do you
do
want to
that?
wear like a tiara or
Yeah,
circlet?
no. I'm gonna just.
Just
I'll
walking, just a paladin.
I'll
with
just
a
take it out and look at it and
crown.
be like, well, I would actually really like one of those rings, but I don't have the gold. I think I'd be willing to take that offer if you would still accept that for the crown. And I'll hand it over.
Here you go.
So what, that was, you offered 3, or...
Yeah, so he gives you, all in platinum, what would that be?
300?
330 or
300.
300?
It'd be 300.
300 times 20.
Does anyone else need anything, or should I just blow my wad too? Do you need it? What do you haven't even looked, Chad?
I already bought armor,
I will buy
but I can't
one
wear
of
any
those
like
rings.
crazy armor.
Well,
Okay.
can you ask about getting your
See
armor
if
What are you looking
enchanted?
for?
Enchanted, or see if you can get
Do you have
like,
the
a
AC
steel flute or
Just a
some
plus
shit.
1?
Yep.
That was like 500.
I'm just assuming it's
A
an
brass
instrument.
flute?
Like I didn't.
Do you
brass
have
flute.
anything
Awesome.
that...
Flush.
Um,
I didn't think of anything like that. Like
I guess senses
Just,
like
like, I don't know what it would
undead or anything like that? Like if you wear it, does it give you like
What's the show?
like dark vision or something?
Ah, we have just the thing.
Bonus
And he
to
goes over and he points
roll
out there's
something
goggles
to hit.
that you just
or-
wear.
It's a save.
While you're looking through the goggles, you have dark vision.
So unless it
30.
raises your saving.
30?
Anything.
30
whatever
feet.
you enchanted with.
And could I wear those with the armor I just got? Like nothing changed. in my
I'm
armor,
not
right?
sure if those require it too, and I'm pretty sure they don't.
Okay. Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in those because I don't have.
That's a pretty cheap one. 80 gold for that.
Okay, I think those would be good because then I can get dark vision if I wear these.
What is it?
They're just like goggles that I get dark vision for 30 feet, which is.
Are there items
I'm like
that
the only one I think that doesn't.
That
have
doesn't
it.
have it, yeah.
You're the
I
only
would
one
be
without
like-
dark vision.
plus agility or anything like
That
that?
just makes it
Are
easier
there
for
items
shade.
like that?
Ah, we
It
do.
makes it easier
There
for
are
shade.
these stones. If you watch right here, and he goes over, you can see towards the back more. There's like a shelf, and there's a bunch of little stones, kind of like those little blood gems or the sapphire. But they're little stones, and there's a bunch of them. And he grabs one, and he kind of says a little thing, and it floats above his head. These are called Ioun stones. They do many various things. And I'd have to look up what they do. There's a bunch of them.
Is there any chance, any possibility to get plus 2 dex? That's a shit ton, so I
it's
doubt
two-
it.
it's
that's
like
pretty
2,000.
expensive, but I think there is
It's like
one.
2,000.
You
You
got.
want to hand me the DM's
Ballpark
guide?
for plus ones is like I think what I
Yeah,
imagine.
but I
is
think
500.
the abilities would be higher than other stuff.
I think armor class would be higher, to be honest.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure.
If I
Plus
get
2 dex adds 1 to armor class.
There's the haversack.
Is that a bone?
Huh.
Huh?
Is that a bone on
Because
the
if I
side
get this
of it?
plus 1 ring,
I have no idea.
I could get a plus 2 AC ring right now for 2K, and that would put me at 21 AC. And if I
I
use
can
my,
buff you for
I could just attack and use
This
a
is
bonus
the-
action
That
for
you
Shield of Faith, another 2 AC for 10
Nice.
minutes. So
This-
I'll have
this is the cloak that he
23
just
AC.
Yeah, plus 5 for a turn.
Oh, that's
Florbus
sick.
and
Which is a level 1. Oh, that's dope. That plus 5 is a level 1. So
I don't know who's wearing the elven chain, but there you go.
I am. Does that
Wow.
require attunement then?
I think it
You'd have to look at the card.
I'm.
didn't it requires no. Maybe I could.
I don't believe it does.
It's like you didn't need the skill, and it just didn't require maybe.
I don't know if I have it.
You're asking about Ioun stones, yeah?
Anything that can give me plus in dex.
So I'll give you 8 platinum for the goggles.
Defender sword.
That's crazy.
What's on the handle?
Yeah, you can go ahead and buy the.
If I had
the-
if I had the
Sword or
sword with the rings and I used
Oh,
the
like
sword,
an
I
aura?
would have like with your shield, 40 AC. easy.
What is that fire sword?
For
Is there
around-
anything?
Could be fat.
Come on, I don't
Hey,
know.
tank.
What kind of
No.
things would like an enchanted like instrument do?
I could do that just every round.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a thing. Which,
Would this guy have any?
he doesn't, but Florbus and Flimmy are getting a shipment. And
Oh,
what
it
did I
doesn't
say?
say anything about attunement, right? It doesn't say anything in it.
Consider.
What are you trying to do? Enchant your flute or something?
It's just a.
I don't even know what an enchanted flute
For
would
some reason,
do.
I can't find the
Like I can't think of like.
Imagine like every time you played something on it, like it adds like a debuff or something, or maybe it like
Unless it raised my like spell save.
maybe did like 1 point of something damage or something. I don't
The
know.
only thing I could think of is it would raise the spell save, so it's easier to hit. Which would be big, because I only have a 14, which is not great.
So
Seems like I always miss Bane.
should I do a +1 ring or a +2 ring?
How much was the
How much
plus one?
gold you got?
500.
Can you buy 2?
+2 is 5,000 gold.
Oh, I thought it was 2,000.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
You son of a bitch.
Can you just wear 2 +1s?
Well, you'd only be able to attune.
Can I just wear
one
like
item.
90
to
plus
attune to it?
1, 500 rings?
No, because you can only tune to 3 things at a time.
Might as well just get the +1 ring then. I mean, that still puts you at 20, which is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that. So I'll give you 509 or 59 platinum tokens.
I'm trying to find the Ioun stones right now.
You try to do the math.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah, you look not tired.
Yep.
There you go.
Ooh. What does like enchanted instruments even do?
You don't know?
Whatever you
Right
know.
What you're looking for, Ace. Yeah, there's an agility Ioun stone. Your dex increases by 2 to a maximum of 20, while this deep red sphere orbits your head.
How much does that cost?
You try to bring.
Tell you say
Yes? No. It's been a while. It won't.
5,000.
How
There's a
about
guy
a
online,
manual
he
of
grabs
quickness
and
of
just-
action? Sorry, as I was
Is that
looking,
in?
yeah, as I was
Break 'em,
looking
it's
up my
beautiful.
own stones, there's a
Did
manual
you
that
break it?
also increases dex.
Does it say the rarity?
Like the first ones?
No.
Is that like click shut?
Only drops from.
Yeah, but
Kind
like
of.
that point it like stops, so you
Oh.
really have to look.
Yeah, it does.
No,
One
I mean,
verse
like,
item.
like,
Very
like-
rare.
Forces shut.
5,000.
5,000?
That's cool.
You 100% sure on that? So they're
That's-
both 5,000?
You 100% sure?
That's how much
6,000!
That's how much they cost?
Yeah, I can't buy
5,000.
stones.
You have like a strict midnight.
I mean, we can go over by like 45 minutes, whatever. Half hour, 45 minutes.
All right. Well, if you guys are done shopping,
How much gold do you have left over?
None yet.
Huh?
None yet.
None?
None yet.
None yet. What? What do you want? I don't have that much.
Right.
What is that, 5,000?
Yeah.
No. God, no. Fuck no. No.
One day, we'll get there.
The daggers were what, 300?
Yeah, I
the
think...
dagger. There's
What
only
does
one
that do?
dagger.
What does a dagger do?
Poisons.
Well, plus
Poisons
2
your
dex.
enemies.
Like 1d6 typical poison.
No, it does a little bit better than that.
Would I have any idea what it does?
No.
No.
It poisons enemies.
How would that work though? Cause
would.
can I? Because pretty much with a dagger, I could throw it. I could throw it once during combat.
You can always.
Go get it back up or.
In case you find yourself
snap-
next to somebody.
yeah,
That-
actually use it.
That venom doesn't run out on that dagger. It's always in.
It's more of like an enchantment type of thing. That's neat. It's only 300.
Yeah, but when would I ever use? Fuck it. Okay. I'm going to.
Death Knight.
I'm going to shade. You said the gem will be 2,000.
The Ioun stone?
No,
No, the
those are
blue
5,000
sapphire.
sadly.
That you would
The
buy.
Sapphire.
Oh, yeah.
So for 2,000, the deck of effects is 9 cards, 100 gold plus 20 gold per card, so 280. 1,000 gold for upgraded sharp cards,
Sharp.
and then 300 for the dagger.
Yeah, so the calculations on those cards. I'm gonna actually have to correct myself on that.
In other words, you can't afford it.
Sharp, 500. Sharp. 5,000. Sharp. Upwards of 50,000.
Shit, you just fucked me. So sharp for a +1 is 500. Sharp is 5,000. What's with you and the 5,000 fucking number, dog? So a +2 is 5,000, and a +3 is 50,000.
You're just not gonna get your +2, man.
I should have bought them as soon as I fucking said it.
No, you just would have
No,
left him.
I was right on that number when I told you.
You said it was 1,000 for
Yeah.
sharp.
Yeah.
You said 500, or you said like
You said 200.
200 and then
200 for
1,000.
sharp.
That's
and
why I was
1,000
gonna buy
for
the
sharp,
+2 ring,
sharp.
but then it went to 5K really fast.
Yeah, I got the prices wrong because the +1s and the +2s and the +3s, they get nuts. You know.
So
Yeah,
plus,
we found out.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I can afford a +2
What are you
to
doing?
be at 21 AC.
Well, I have to think, Shade. What I was going to do.
Then I
was
could
go
run
up
in
to
there and
smoke.
kind of not get my ass kicked.
But as you figure that out, you know, whatever.
Yeah, we can start leaving.
Did you guys want to head? What do you want to do next? You want to get a long rest in?
Yeah.
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 And then I want to have Benedict, if he's
I'm too
willing,
tired.
to look at my cloak.
Yeah. Or you could just try tuning to it. That would also
How
tell
many
you.
things am I attuned to first?
Too bad.
I think it's just 2.
5,000.
Wherever those things went. I got so many. Why do I have the map?
So I got a tune to the ring
Okay, then do
and the armor.
one ring and then.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I got the slots for it, but now I don't have any because I have another ring of
Like off to take.
illusion or whatever.
Evasion.
Evasion, yeah.
And then the
Yeah, but
haversack.
now you can with the dagger if you get.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
When I
attune to
attack
it.
in melee, do I use my strength or dex spot?
Josh, do you have a
Melee is strength,
magical item?
thrown is dexterity.
Do you still
So I
have a
can
tune?
never attack in melee.
You can still, just because it's a -3 doesn't mean you're never gonna hit.
With what?
You have like bonuses and shit that you can get, buffs and spells and shit. Just because you're -3 doesn't mean you're never gonna melee.
The
I'm
dagger
plus
looks
0
sick, dude.
strength.
It's a Damascus blade and it's serrated.
I'm +0 strength. I'm fucking bopping people with my stuff.
Is it like fact new? Or
Yeah, you almost killed that one. No.
Josh, are all your attunement slots full?
Probably by now. Yeah.
And by the way, while he's figuring that out, you guys can just run over to the Slumbering Cyclops, and it's a very fancy place. So they have workers that like kind of take care of you, give you hot towels, you know, all that sort. Very fancy, but it's 2 gold a night per room. But you guys can go ahead and get your long rest in. So if you want to prepare spells, attune to items, de-attune from things, get everything figured out.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. And then if you want to attune to the cloak,
I do.
it's a +1 cloak, so you have +1 to AC.
You gotta get rid of the
You can just
haversack
wear it
to
like
get
over
20
your
AC.
armor.
Doesn't it do something else too?
So what happens?
Not my cloak gives me +1 to AC.
Nice. Are all your slots
Um,
taken up for attunement?
At that point, yeah. I would have
I
to
can
why.
put the haversack in my trunk.
Yeah, because there's really no use for it at this point. Maybe unless we find something like extravagant that we would need to hide with the haversack.
Do you have the haversack card?
Yeah.
Because it might not require attunement. But you guys get your long rest, so spells, HP, hit die,
Sick.
abilities,
That's huge.
and then you should write somewhere, wherever you put it, I don't care. But put down your attunement slots, and then write like 1, 2, 3, and then write the things that you're attuned to.
I had that written down somewhere.
Yeah, the haversack does not require attunement.
Nice. That's crazy, actually.
Oh, I'm not attuned to this anymore.
Oh, yeah, I see at the top it says, oh, there's the picture of it. Nice.
Shade, I'm just gonna, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna sell the gem for 2,000.
Yeah, that's sweet. You ever seen it?
I'm gonna buy 9
It's got like a
cards
sword on the left side.
of the deck of effects, so that's
It's got your flute in the middle.
280.
What is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's 100 gold for labor,
That's sick though.
20 per card, so that's 280. I'm gonna buy the
Every time you
dagger for
reach into
300
that thing,
gold.
it's just into another dimension.
I'm gonna buy sharp, so +1 at 500 gold. And I'm gonna buy a ring of +1 for 500 gold.
Your
Yep.
health gets reset, right?
So
Yep.
that's gonna be 1580. So I will get back 420 gold.
Yep.
Sound okay?
And by the way, there's things that you guys are dropping off, so like the staff, the gem, your deck of effects cards, and your cards, you wouldn't have those, you know?
Yep.
So if you get into a fight,
Up to 15 AC.
you have no cards to throw.
I just have the dagger. Well, I still have cards. I didn't have to. Oh no, I dropped all of those cards. I have 2 deck of effects because I left 1 with
Sure.
them.
We're up
So-
to 15 AC.
I'm 20.
It doesn't say
Go
it
to 21.
requires attunement. Doesn't say it doesn't. Does it
Till
require
price
attunement?
changed.
Oh, I'm saying cloak.
And then I'll get more cards or prints.
I wonder if the
Of the
ring
things you
gives
guys
me
bought.
the ring of a...
I'll get them to you next time we play.
Okay.
No, it's just failing a dex. You should probably have that.
I've
Considering
really
you died
had-
a lot.
I really
But
like this.
with the long rest,
Wait, what is it?
make sure
Feeling your death?
with your long rest, make sure you prepare the spells that you would want for today.
Yeah.
And the bubbles on your guys' sheets on your spell sheet that are permanently filled in, those don't count towards your number of prepared spells.
Huh? I'm assuming that's not something I gotta worry about.
I don't believe.
Sick.
And then, do you guys want to make your way down to the sitlock? Or-
Do I have to tune to the dagger?
Check.
And can I give it to him to identify overnight? Can you do that for me?
I can do that.
Make sure you don't write down the exact names also. So, Dagger of Venom.
I'm assuming mine was Cloak of Protection, right?
Yep.
Were all of the items just protection, or is that just like the enchantment for them? Because if they're all plus one.
What's the ring of +1 called
But
technically?
everything's called protection, so like the
Ring of
rings-
protection.
Yeah.
How much was the cloak?
230.
Well, that's not bad.
No. I just bought it because it looked nice. And my character has a cloak on, so I mean, kind of should.
Could you tell me how much he would buy the Pearl of Power for?
The dagger does not require attunement.
Just out of curiosity.
What?
It's the Pearl of Power, the thing I use when you use it once per day. It's if you expend it at 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level, like yada yada. So if I expend does this only go up to a 4th level? You can use an action and just
It's kind of cold down here.
Never mind, actually, I'm not even gonna sell that. That thing is goated. There's no cap.
What were you asking about it?
Just the sell price, but I thought it capped at level 4. But there's
It's
no
actually
cap.
30 grand.
250.
I just won't attune to it for now.
So to get it straight, -3, +3 because of proficiency, +2 dex, so I'm at +2, and then it's magic, so +1, so I have a +3 to hit
On what? The dagger.
the dagger. And melee. -3 strength, +3 prof, +2 dex, +1 because it's magic dagger.
It would be whatever it's already at for your cards, +1.
But in melee, it'd be -3.
Correct.
So +3 in melee, +6 at ranged.
Yep. And the damage, whatever it is, like 1d6 plus.
It doesn't say anything about dagger. I'm assuming it's just 1d4.
It's the same as the card. So whatever is the card, a 1d4.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's 1d4, and then what does your card say? Plus what?
+2.
So it'd be +3.
How much does the poison do?
Yeah, I'll actually tell you exactly what it does here.
Yeah, I identify his cloak.
And when you guys attune to them as well, you know these things.
I
But
just
the dagger does not require attunement.
Correct.
Nice.
+1 AC.
Nice.
So we're at 15.
So when you guys are taking your rest, you could identify
Take
this
it.
stuff.
Do we want to end it at this place, or?
I want to get a few more things in. I mean, it's really up to us. It's 11:40.
Yeah, I guess it depends which route we take.
The Dagger of Venom. You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute. The dagger can't be used this way again until the next dawn.
It's pretty good.
Do they take poison damage then every turn?
No,
Because they said they're
they
poisoned. for a
take the
minute.
2d10 poison damage, and then the poisoned effect is they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh,
Nice.
huge.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
You're
good.
the opener off tank.
But after you guys get your long rest in, you can
Who paid?
identify the items, whatever.
Who paid for the
Is that all the
room?
money you had?
He's got about 400 left.
Plus what I had before.
Oh.
Paid for the room.
But if you guys would,
We got 2 rooms. I'll put 4 gold down.
Okay.
I'll refuse.
Yeah.
To not pay anything.
You guys get your long rest in. You get it about the point where you think it's day. Obviously, there isn't sunlight down here, but the street and the noise picks up again in the morning. And would you like to go down to Silok?
It's either the Silok or the library.
Well, no, we're not going down until we pick up our shit.
That's probably a good idea. So let's go to the library then.
The stuff where he has to enchant it, it's going to take days.
Well, like my sharp daggers. How long is it going to make them +1?
That, he wouldn't have it ready in the morning. You'd have to wait another day.
So
I
we
say
could wait an extra day.
roll today.
And then we can go back to whatever that magic shop is and see if they got an instrument for me. And then we can go down.
Okay.
I mean, we got a week.
We have that, yeah.
Yeah.
We have that lantern to help us down there too.
Oh, something about that.
Yep.
So did you guys just want to wait another night or so?
Well, we were on
Oh
to go to
shit,
that
the goggles. What are the
library,
goggles called? Just
Just write down goggles of dark vision.
We want. You said the library, right?
and is it just
Which
like
you would know the library is not for general entry. Like it's very
We have to
guarded.
yeah.
Which at the beginning of when you first arrived at Gendril, remember looking at the board and you saw that the the head guard of the Wixius Athenaeum has gone missing.
Oh. So we might be able to get it.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, we
probably
can
down
try
there,
and
yeah.
too. Everything's down there.
we can try and do the swim down to the bottom, or are we not?
We gotta wait
We'll hop
one
in
day.
the- Okay.
I mean,
You want to wait till you get your cards back,
I need to wait till I get my cards back.
and then you want to wait for see if they get the instruments in.
yeah.
Okay.
So we going to library or what?
Just so you guys know,
Ah.
if we're doing the thing, where we kind of like fast forward for a day, you can wait for your items. There are things that happen behind the scenes that happen quicker when you do this.
Yeah.
But, it's not like you're going to go to the surface and the world is burning. But,
But it is.
but yeah, so if you head back over to the Star Metal Ingot, you can get your cards back, and they are +1.
To attack bonus and
Damage.
Yeah, it'd be just like the dagger. And then
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, bud.
Johnny,
+9 attack.
you're looking for instruments.
Preferably a flute.
Preferably. Oh
Why a
man.
flute?
I don't
Back
know.
at
Just feels right.
Probably less cumbersome to just carry around a flute. And then,
Maybe it's like a big ass one.
Florvis and Flimsy.
just like like a didgeridoo. I even use a flute in Baldur's Gate. Which is actually kind of sick the way they do bards in Baldur's Gate.
You can see a cittern, a bandor, a lute, and then more expensive ones are a lyre and a mandolin.
And what do they do?
You would have access to more spells using these,
It's like more slots.
and it has abilities of itself other than spells on the...
Is that like spell slots?
No,
Or do they
spells.
they have their own spells?
Damn.
And how much are they?
The 3 I mentioned before would run you about 250, and then the 2 more expensive ones would run you. One of them is about 700, and the other is about 4,000.
I don't have enough for any of them.
that's the one I didn't write down.
Well,
Wait, what are the cheaper ones? I guess what spells do they give?
the cittern,
Yeah.
you would get bark skin, cure wounds, and fog cloud. The bandor, you would get entangle, fairy fire, shillelagh, and speak with animals. The lute, you would get animal friendship, protection from energy, only fire, and protection from poison.
I don't care about the fire protection.
Poison's kind of crazy.
Poison is, yeah, but
Shay, just so for my notes, I forgot to write down the name of that dwarf. The nice one.
Durir.
Durir.
What was the first one?
Bark skin, cure wounds, and fog cloud.
What does bark skin do?
I'm not
Like
sure. I'd have to
bark
look
skin?
it up, but I think
Just off the top of your head.
I'm not sure. Kind of like what the orc Illidrad cast it on him, give him resistance to stuff. I'm pretty sure it's
So,
like that.
Because I already
Or
have
it might
cure,
give you like HP, temporary
some
HP.
sort of like buff.
Yeah.
Okay. With the cure wounds, since I already have that, would I expel a slot to use what that does, or how does that work?
Pretty sure if you use these, they do expend slots. Actually, they might not.
Oh shit.
Like, these are nuts. I'm just saying, these are nuts.
Does anyone want? And what is that? Like, what kind of instrument?
The one you're looking at there, the Cittern.
What the hell is a sitar? Oh, is that a guitar essentially?
Hell yeah.
Anyone wanna spot me? Like 150 gold?
I'll throw you 15 platinum.
Huh?
I'll throw you 15
I was gonna say, if I
platinum.
had literally anything but 0, I'd give it. I'd give it all to you.
Dude, fucking pockets dry, baby. Shopping episode.
So
There you go, 15 platinum. I throw it to Johnny. I'll just be like, whatever.
Gee.
Or I'll throw it to Chad.
I appreciate that. And then I'll pay for the Cittern.
Yeah, you get the Cittern, so you can add the Instrument of the Bard, Mac, Freermid Cittern.
What? Okay.
Fuck was that? You want to say that again?
Mac.
MAC FUIR
FUIR.
MIDH space Cittern CITTERN ERN.
Okay. So I already got the cure wounds or whatever.
And then I can actually print you off a card for that.
Perfect.
Like I said, I'll give all you guys like the cards and all that.
The fog
Next time
cloud's
we
the
play.
biggest thing that I liked off of that.
And then also, I'll just read it quickly. The instrument of the bard is an exquisite example of its kind, superior to an ordinary instrument in every ways. So a creature that attempts to play the instrument without being attuned to it must succeed a wisdom save throw or take
Oh,
psychic
I got
damage.
attuned to it?
Yep. You can use an action to play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used again to cast that spell until the next dawn. The spell uses your spellcasting ability and your save DC, whatever.
So essentially, they're just like they're their own spell slots each spell.
How many things are you tuned to?
3.
And then
So
you
can
can
not
play
use
the
that?
instrument
I'd
while
have to
casting a
own it too,
spell
since
that
I'm-
causes any of its targets to be
What's
charmed
your
on a
dex?
failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the save. This effect applies only if the spell is a somatic or material component.
We
And then you get
could.
those 3 spells.
I could get.
And then there's also other instruments, but you see there's one harp
yeah.
that is like to the extent of that nuts armor you guys were looking at.
What does that do?
Upwards of very, very expensive.
Since obviously it's out of the question right now, what does it do though? I'm just curious.
You get the spell Firestorm.
So
Is that like? Is that like?
That's a very high level.
No, I know, but is it like? Is it Dagger Storm that I'm thinking of, or like it's essentially it's an AOE effect?
Cloud of Daggers. That
Yeah.
one's way lower.
Okay, is this
Well, I know, but like the same idea, but just like on an up.
is
bigger
this
scale.
meta,
So,
Okay.
or would you allow something like this? Because that flute's gonna be your 4th attunement.
No, this is it's the scimitar, centaur, but essentially I'm just unattuned to something.
What do you have?
Well, like,
Because what's your AC right now?
well, with the cloak, I just got 15.
Okay, we could trade the Elven Chain for the cloak, because this doesn't require attunement.
And it gives you AC.
Yeah. Was that metagaming, or would you allow that because he's attuned to too many things?
We could just be talking in.
what?
He's asking if it's metagaming.
To do what?
Because he
What we're
has
doing.
too many things attuned, so theoretically we could switch the Elven Chain for the cloak.
No, you can do that.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Either that, or I could give you my Boots of Elvenkind.
Well, if I'm losing AC, I want AC.
No, you would keep the thing.
So it's chain shirt. So it is 13, 14, plus 2, 16.
And my dexterity is 14. So essentially I'd get +1.
The
So-
cloak requires attunement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so +2
Are we at the shop?
+1, so that's +3.
You can be anywhere you
to the
want.
change shirt
Okay,
to 13,
we're at the shop.
so this
I
gives you
give this
+16.
Would give me 16,
What's
which
the
would give me
name?
+1 AC.
Do a rear.
Do
Because I already
rear.
have 14, so it'll need to add another +1 to
That's
dexterity.
not your AC, dog.
No, it wouldn't give me 16, because it's
Let me
saying
know what you think of
dexterity.
that idea.
So it's change shirt is
Right now?
13
Whenever.
Oh,
I don't care.
modifier
Let's keep it.
+2.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have time
Plus
to do
1.
all this.
So this will give you 16.
I would say you would need that more.
So
And
probably
what I
right
could
here.
do, and this would actually make sense, is I could
It
give you
gives us time to do
these
it.
on attuned to them.
Now at nights. We could still do that.
No, we can
Because
hold
that would
off on
make you cracked.
It's up to you. I would.
I think you need the AC more than I do.
That
Do.
next
I'll wait till
next
Sam gets
level,
back and then we'll end.
I will have basically whenever we level up. This trade would not hurt my AC. It'll help your AC
But I'm saying, like, right now, though.
until we level up.
Yeah, we can worry about that later.
Right.
Long rests in.
Little shopping, dude. We blew thousands ago.
Do all that.
We're like,
And,
any magical items?
After being a little bit more acquainted with the shopping around town,
Credit card beam just.
I'll say also while you're here, you can just visit other shops, like stuff that we don't really have to roleplay, like clothes, general clothes. If you want to update, like bags, whatever you want.
I want to go to a one-off random religious place and then question their credibility.
But
Test their faith.
with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the episode right there. Just because we're not gonna get to the point that I wanted to end at, but
Not dead yet, motherfuckers.
that's how she blows.
If you were
But-
hoping for us to die, we're sorry.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Next
Yeah, she does.
episode, we're gonna pick up where we left off here. Maybe the party goes down to the Sitlock.
That
See if
place
they can
sounds.
run into some Kuatoa, and they're looking for a flail snail and a rare red coral.
Just rare.
To do somewhat of a almost smuggler's mission for some shady folk. And we'll see you next time for, what is that, episode 10?
Episode 10.
Wow,
Episode
the
10.
double digits.
That's gotta be.